expected to like, pay attention, learn the dungeons, always be
Hey,
moving. Yeah.
you know, I'm not
Yep.
actively playing Minecraft, right? I'm just making sure I don't get killed or
You
go
could though.
AFK kicked. I could, but I'm
For-
not going
If
to.
you're an EverQuest druid, you could totally play Minecraft at the same time, because
That's hilarious.
all you need to do, because one of us, Zach, is going to be a cleric, so he's the main healer.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna heal.
Jake's the main tank. I'm the enchanter, so the order of paying attention goes Jake, me, Zach, or possibly me, Jake, Zach, but that's not how it's going to work out. And then you're just going to be damaging. You'll be extra heals when things get bad, which will all be on chat anyway. And then whenever nothing else is going on, you'll be doing damage in whatever way you want, and you have like a million ways to do it. And then whenever we're going somewhere, we'll be like, okay, can you give us all speed buff? Because that's the main thing druids do, is buff and stuff. So it's super awesome, especially
That
for
should
a
be
new
your
player.
name, Buff and Stuff.
Oh yeah,
Buffing stuff.
you have to think of your name before it starts, because before we make our characters, so that we can all log on the first day and get like character names that are popular. Like Jake, I figured out
Yep.
what my enchanter's name is going to be, because before I'm like, no, I'm going to do Justine and Pantalk, but now I'm going to do your thing where I pick a word that would be like really popular, and I'm like,
Four-letter
okay,
nouns are the hardest thing to get.
mine's a 5-letter noun, but the word is power.
Oh God, yeah, that's gonna be hard as shit. But
Yeah.
you might be able to get it if you can get in soon enough.
If I get it, that's awesome. Unfortunately, I had a really fucking clever last name picked out. Before I give any suggestions, Willow, I told you.
Yes.
Is there any way that you remember what my last name was going to be?
No.
Damn
No.
it. I was something that's totally self-deprecating, and so it like undid the coolness
Bottom?
of the name Power.
Failure.
Yes.
Bottom.
It was
Was it
failure.
bottom?
No,
Failure? Oh, okay.
No, not bottom, but that would work too. But you can change.
Because
your
I was
last
waiting
name,
for it to
can't
be
you?
bottom, and then I was going to be, excuse me, that's self-deprecating. That sounds like homophobia to me.
It's failure, because it's like my first name is Power, like the coolest, most desirable name, and I'm gonna log on the second like the server comes up and try to grab that name, and then my last name is Failure. And it's like, so I'm saying so it's Power Failure, which is a pun, but then also I'm a failure, and
Yep.
I'm going to spell it with a PH. Oh my God, thank you for thinking of that. Yes, I thought I was so clever. But I could also do Power Underwhelming, Power Hungry, Power Mad, Power Trip, or Power Bottom. I'll probably have to do. Can't you change your last name like
Oh my
every 2
God.
weeks or something?
Once a week.
Yeah, once a week. So that's awesome. That's like the perfect name, and every week I'll just have some new horribly stupid name, and eventually I'll see like some wizard that's max level, and he's gonna see me and he's gonna go, "You're a bastard," and his name is gonna be like,
Power with 2 R's.
yeah, Power with 2 R's. He's like, you wasted a good name, and I'm like a level 26 enchanter, and it's been out for like a month, and I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
XZ.
By the way, when you guys get in game, notice I did get my name fixed, so now I can tint her, and she's tinted pink.
Oh, cool. By the way, my stream started. I didn't even mention it. It was somewhere when I was talking about EverQuest, my power name, and now it's on stream.
Shit, I did.
So
Oh, yeah, now you can
I
save
won't
it.
forget it.
Yeah, mine. That's what I was gonna do with Mind, because I was Mind Goblin, and I was gonna do like Mind Freak and Mind Your Business, stuff like that. But I just stuck with Mind Goblin the whole time because people kept commenting on it and they seemed to like it, so I didn't want to change it.
You know what you should have done? Is just gotten rid of the last name, so people who wanted Mind for clever last names are like, you fucking bastard, because you have no last name.
Yes, like you have it and they don't even use it.
The best part of having a name like that is just it's so easy to remember and spell and
Yep.
message.
Yes.
So when
Yep.
people see it, it's like, oh, okay. Instead of going, oh, Jasina, is that 2 S's? Or
Yep.
Pantuk, like it's not a made up word. And plus, in the old days of EverQuest, you had to come up with something unique. So now you can just come up
Yeah.
with, masturbate and token, and they just allow it.
My God.
Yeah, I always have the funniest part too is you're talking about like people getting mad at you for taking good names, but everyone literally, at least with one account, usually 2, will load up their roster with cool names, and then no one ever gets to use them. They just sit there as a level 1 ogre. I had mana until like beginning of Kunark when I made my cleric. Mana as a freaking name as a character. Imagine who logged in. Oh, I'm gonna be mana for my wizard. Oh, never mind, it's taken.
That's awesome.
I'm really looking forward to that, and it's only 2 months away. It's going to launch in May. I tried to Google it a while ago, and I didn't see any rule sets announced, so that's dumb.
Yeah.
But the last time that we played EverQuest, and it was the last time too, it was in Sebelis, and we pretty much we beat the whole game. We did everything that we wanted to do except for
I got
raids.
60.
I got pretty high. I think I got like 55 or 56. Which I didn't.
If I was able to log into my
after that.
account, I could tell you what. If I could log into the server, I'd tell you what level I got. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, me too. It was like mid 50s. It was decent, but I was just looking at. Yeah, we were in Sebelis, and I was looking at Velios, and I'm like, oh, I don't really care about any of the content, so I just kind of stopped leveling up.
No.
But, yeah, so the last session we played, or one of the last ones, I figured out how to stream it. So I have, like, one video of us doing it. So whenever we play...
you didn't tell us, did you? Because I don't remember
He
this.
did.
Yeah, I did.
He was like, we're going to remember this years from now.
Oh, yeah, I made a big deal.
It's not even a year, and I don't
was-
remember streaming it.
It was the one where we stomped over those guys. We went down to the camp, and there was this guy that was duoing all the name spawns.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh my god!
Yeah, and I fought with him, and he ended up like playing nice because I told him he could have one camp, but then he was still KSing the other camps when we were caught when we were caught slipping, or however the urban says it. So yeah, that's actually captured. So no, that was great. That was the session that I got. So when we're
Is it on your stream that I could
Yeah,
go watch it
it's-
like one of these days?
Yes, it's on.
Because I'm
this
running out of
stream.
stuff to watch on YouTube. I don't mean interesting stuff. I've watched all of YouTube.
I
I
went
have
back.
so much time.
I went back and watched it. It's not as exciting as I remember it when I was playing it. But yeah, and all the chats are there, and it's high def so that you can see the chats and stuff. I think kind of, and also we're talking about it. But yeah, it's on my D&D channel because it's gaming, so I figured I might as well just toss it on there. But yeah, when we do, I'll start like a new series or something, and we can live record us trading Willow and their reactions and everything, and that'll be awesome.
Awesome.
So
Yep.
anyway,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry I have to twill another AFK because my water's boiling and I'm doing a quick Drano situation, and so I've been waiting for it, and it's just now boiling, and if I wait longer, it's just gonna all boil away, and then that's like a whole thing. So
Yeah, go ahead.
Not gonna lie, you had me in the first half. My water's boiling.
My water broke. But Nick, you're a man and you're not pregnant. Yeah, I know. Oh, gross. Gotta go take care of that. Don't explain it. Just go take care of it. Oh yeah, I had this giant blister on my face, and if you want, Zach and Will, you can start like chatting about ideas for how we're gonna approach this. Because obviously we're gonna clear out this treasure room, but we have Zach's disguised self. He could disguise himself as a bugbear or a gnoll because we know that there's bugbears somewhere. Could be the boss room, but could be somewhere else. And we could maybe get intel on their numbers and positions before we attack.
Nice.
Also, Pantok can do invisibility. I was thinking he could do that on Kara because Kara has the best stealth. Also, Jacina could turn into a spider and crawl along the ceiling. And so we have the opportunity to have a couple of us. But using all that is probably overkill. So you guys chat about ideas. I'll be right back.
I can
Honestly?
transform into a nematode. You'll be able to see 'em.
Nematode. Nematode. Okay. Bro, going as a bugbear sounds pretty epic and funny.
But don't you think I've pushed my luck with me taking charge more than once throughout all of our sessions? I mean, at this point, we're just risking a royal fuck up. Like,
Oh my
the
god.
world ended because of me screwing up by taking charge and like bluffing people.
have a little bit of confidence in yourself, because at the
You
end of
don't know me at all. Hold on. Amanda, would you define me as somebody who has confidence in themselves?
ha
You're laughing.
ha, yes, I did. However, here's the thing. I can always be in your shadow, per se, like follow you around while stealthing, and if things like get royally fucked up in an encounter, me and the rest of the party can always just jump in, right? So
But the
I don't
problem
think it
is,
would be
the more
that bad.
spells we use to do all of this, the less we have when we finally run into the enemies that we know we're going to run into. I don't think we should do more than one spell for exploration, 2 at the absolute
Yes.
tops, but
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're gonna be the one in this hypothetical to do the spell transform into a scrunkly bugbear. Bugbears are so cute, by the way. Oh my god, they're just little scrunkles. Anyways, so
you mean tardigrades or like in-game D&D bugbears?
in game,
Okay, because tardigrades are pretty damn cute. I want to be a bugbear, and they're like, "You're obviously not a bugbear." It's like, why? Because you're a 6-foot tall tardigrade, and that's not what bugbears look like. Aww.
okay.
I don't know.
Let
I don't
me
know.
let me use my thinking brain. You know, that's a little difficult. I don't usually use my thinking brain. Why do
I
you
can
think I
do the
picked
bugbear
rogue?
thing. I just feel like we've pushed our luck with me
Maybe.
bluffing that ogre and doing shit.
Well, we're not gonna run into another ogre, are we? Okay. Probably. Maybe. Mayhaps.
Probably not, but still, I'm gonna walk into a room and I'm gonna wind up dead. And I just did my new character token, and I don't want to wind up dead yet. Oh my god, Jake, how funny would that be?
Back.
I walk into a room, I lose some rolls, I die, and it's like, I put so much time into this character token. Oh my fucking god.
Hey, can you message what Zach's stats are for the paladin?
They're in chat, unless. Oh, wait, you might not have been in game yet.
In what chat?
Tabletop Simulator. Did you know it had chat?
No. How the hell do you do chat?
That's what bottom left corner where it is in all
Oh
games.
my god, there's a chat icon. Oh my god.
The same, basically the same
Holy shit.
conversation happened with me and Jake earlier before y'all logged on. I went, oh my god, there's in-game chat. That's why I'm laughing about it when I said chat. You're like, what chat?
Oh, you just hit enter too. Wow, that's pretty easy. I guess that makes
Yep.
sense. Yeah, I don't have it.
Yeah,
'cause I
same
logged in
conversation we've had. Of course
Oh, yeah,
they would
you
have
logged
it.
in
It
after.
makes sense.
Yeah, when you said you were sending it in chat, I was like, okay, wait for it to come through Discord. Oh well, I guess I'll log on tabletop. Oh yeah, that's really good. Charisma 14, Strength 15. Oh yeah, so do when you level up, you do like 1 in Strength, or when you get your feat, you could do like if you don't do a feat, you could do 1 Strength and 1 Con, or you could if you just don't need like Polearm Mastery or something else. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I've got time to think about it, and I'm going to look through it. I'll figure out what I want to do. But have you seen my character, my new mini yet?
Oh, let me see.
Okay, look. Okay, first off, her skirt doesn't have the weird squares like it did before because it was a texture thing, and she has a top, an actual, like not just it's like a mesh or you can see shadow. I literally molded a top including strings.
Oh, that's awesome.
Look, the strings have a fucking bow tie in front.
Hold on, let me search.
That's not a texture. That is 3-dimensional. I actually made the little loops and molded those in Blender.
I have to zoom in so far to even be able to see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Needless to say, I am getting better at Blender and making these tokens and stuff like that. So going forward, if we need special things, I can make them depending upon the complexity and what we want. But
nice
I'm
nipples,
proud of
but
mine.
yeah, it looks really good. Nice nipples. The boobs are a little small. I mean, they only look like
Oh.
F or G. You should go up. Are they lopsided?
I can assure you 100% they are not lopsided. They are perfectly symmetrical. She's got her waist slightly rotated and
Oh, I
one
see.
shoulder pulled forward a little bit. So it's pulling her left boob, or from our right, a little bit to the side. But I promise they're perfectly symmetrical. However, next week they will be bigger.
Slowly grow.
That's what you get.
Every time.
I'm gonna go grab a drink. Kara, if you want to log in, we can go ahead and get started once you're in.
2 years
Okay.
from now, you're going to log in on my token. You're not even going to see tokens or the board. It's just going to be two ginormous just boobs. And if you rotate the camera 180 degrees, you see a little character tag.
It's like Dennis's ideal in Sunny. Oh yeah, I've been watching a lot of Sunny recently. Deanna wanted to go back and watch them all in order because she's seen everyone, but just in a totally random order based on whatever I felt like watching. And she likes to watch things in order so she can like follow the story and stuff. And recently we've been watching it a lot, so we've just been blasting through seasons. And it's funny because you can start piecing things together. Like Dennis's ideal woman has just ginormous boobs. And not just like, oh, he likes big boobs. Like, there's a specific body size. And, you know, it's basically Jackie DiNardo, the Channel 5 weather team or whatever. Like, just rail skinny with gigantic boobs. And remember when Maureen Ponderosa got her breast implants? And then he was, like, totally attracted to her because that's his thing. He needs, like, just massively ridiculous sized boobs. And then you see, like, there's some... Because there's a model... when he's doing the Fatty Magoo episode, and he's like, oh, your breasts are too small. And I'm like, oh my God. And she's like, I wear a D cup. And he's like, well, you're just lying. And she totally did. But yeah, like D to him is small. Yeah. It's like, no, it has to be disproportionately big.
Like those videos with the Asian girls who like pick them up and then plop them down on some guy's back, and they're like, oh.
Yeah, and that's
you're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's his real life expectation.
All right, I am back.
But yeah, I welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Oh, yeah. So we can start going. I won't derail anymore. I had to wake up at like 5:30 this morning, which is not early for most people, but it is for me, because I had to go to the I had to work in the office today, and I actually had, and my boss scheduled. I'm derailing slightly, and my boss scheduled an all morning meeting from like 9:30 to 1, and I actually had work I needed to do, so I'm like, shit, I need to get there as early as I can. I still wasn't there early enough to try to get.
Did he actually show up for the meeting? Because like when I worked at Mad, 9 times out of 10, Ethan would skip the meetings that he scheduled for us.
Yeah, he's just trying to put you guys in a room. Well, he's beaten off or whatever. No, my boss was there, and it was actually, like, it was a 3.5 hour slog of a meeting, but it was actually really informative, and I learned stuff, and that's why I commented about Elon Musk, because it was so ironic, because we were literally learning the most up-to-date, best practice methodologies for testing. And he's like, yeah, because...
And then he really... Oh, my God.
Wow, the Twitter API is so fragile. Imagine changing something in the API and it breaking everything. That's so weird.
Yeah, and, like, I've learned... Like, okay, so, yeah, obviously you have, like, a test environment, and you test there first before you deploy it in production. But there's...
Especially if you're one of the biggest platforms in the world.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
But there's also, like, way more sophisticated methods. Like, they were talking about something called contract testing, where basically... You don't just take a copy of production and put it into a test environment. You actually build a mock production so that you can tweak it and simulate things that production would never do. So, and they used 2 examples, one internal, so they had to like blur it out a lot, and then one external where someone else, some other company that we're dealing with, changed their API and like function names and all kinds of stuff, and we didn't know about it, so a whole bunch of stuff broke. But it's because they never thought that that API would just change like that, but it did. Well, if we do contract testing, then we would actually be able to say, okay, here's how the API is expected to work, and we could simulate a test if it didn't work as expected to make sure that it didn't just blow up the whole system.
Yeah.
Figuratively, that it would like, you know, maybe throw up an alert and tell you in advance or something like that. And even though I don't do that kind of development, I am supposed to take this complicated spaghetti system that I'm not deving on, but I'm supposed to like make it better. And I got a whole bunch of ideas of things that are applicable to me, and I'm like, wow, I'm learning so much. And about like the most modern, best. We watched a YouTube video of some YouTuber that talks about software development life cycle. Like, oh my god, can you imagine if that was your life? But I actually learned some stuff, and it was like hard, complicated, sophisticated stuff. And then Elon Musk is like, hey guys, did you know that you can break production if you don't know what you're doing? Like, Elon Musk has never learned anything about IT in his life. He's just rich and powerful, and he thinks that if you buy a company, that makes you an expert. Like Donald Trump bought
thinks he's so smart.
Yeah, Donald Trump bought the presidency, and suddenly he knows everything about government. Like, that's what billionaires think, is they think that they can go buy something, and then they know everything about it. And what Elon Musk loves to do is go into a company he just bought and be like, I'm going to trim the fat around here. And he instantly destroys all quality control and says, oh, this is taking too much time. And then the products are shoddy. And the funny thing is, in that meeting, they used as an example of bad quality control, Tesla. My boss said, does anyone own a Tesla? He said, does anyone own a Tesla? And only he raised his hand, and one guy goes, I had one and I sold it. And he goes, okay, then you know the pain of having a Tesla.
At least it didn't blow up.
Yeah, he's like, how did it feel when you were driving it? And he's like, I didn't like it. The whole thing just was not super tight. Like, it was just, it seemed like loose and rattly, and like, it just didn't seem good. And then he showed a newspaper article that said Tesla's way behind the industry standards. Like, people had calipers out and they were checking like the gaps between the door and the body. And like, it's bad. And the reason is because they have bad quality control. Because, so like, okay, just a quick thing is like, what a lot of people do is make the thing, then do quality control. And if the thing is bad, throw it out or start over, and if it's good, then you release it. But the good way to do it is to do quality control every single step of the way and make sure that it's working every single step of the way, whether it's a widget or a software, and so that you don't make a piece of shit that you have to scrap. You actually make sure that you're only producing good stuff. And an example of a company that does that well is Toyota, and a company that doesn't do it well is Ford. And then an extreme example is Tesla. And they were like, oh, because they're a new company, so, you know, they're still kind of like refining their process. And I'm thinking, I did not say, like, are you kidding? It's because of Elon Musk. It's a singular reason.
That's for don't sue us purposes.
Yeah, because because what if there's a Musk boy there and he's a secret spy or something? And I say he because, you know, it'd be a guy. Because, like, seriously, like, that's what it is. And so Musk is the reason why all of his companies suck. And now that he's bought Twitter, he did the same thing. I'm going to trim the fat, and I'm going to have my employees work double hours for the same salary. And then suddenly Twitter is just having all these problems. And then so what does he do? He's the leader. Does he go and actually learn about software development life cycles and learn how to improve his methods? No, he goes on his own platform and publicly shames them all. And all he's doing is letting every competent IT person know, never work for Twitter, because you're going to have a boss that forces you to do everything the wrong way and then complains when the product is not good, and then gives himself a bonus and cuts everyone else's pay.
And you know, the problem would be 10% as big of a deal if he kept his fucking mouth shut and wasn't so public about everything. He could probably
That's
get away with a whole lot
yeah,
more.
what company
that's a big thing
blast their
in Tesla.
failures? What? Oh,
That was
yeah.
that was a big thing in Tesla. Is they like the way they get anything done is they just say he's gonna tell us how to do it. We're gonna do it this way, and then we're gonna tell him we
Yep.
did it his way. That's literally the Tesla workflow.
Exactly.
Is appease a
I've
baby
had
big
bosses
baby
like
Musk.
that.
Exactly. So, like, I just thought that was so funny because it was specifically APIs, and that's what they were talking about in my meeting. So there's me, little, Nick without a degree that's got his first IT job, and there's a 3.5-hour meeting this morning telling everyone, here's how we can do better testing. Instead of doing end-to-end testing, we're going to do this new, more modern, up-to-date method and my boss is like, I've been reading this book on software development, and I reread chapter 5, and I found a good test case. Let's go examine it. And it's like, oh my God, Elon Musk would never read a book about IT because he already knows everything. He just knows it. He just knows it. He might as well write the books because he has nothing to learn from anyone. And that's the difference between a boss that is trying to learn. In fact, my boss said during the meeting that he said, oh, I've been telling you guys to do it this way, but now I admit I was wrong because this guy explained why that's not the optimal way to do it. So I want us all to slowly, in baby steps over the next several years, start thinking about this so that we can work towards it, because then we will start tightening our deployment schedules and lessen our number of failures and rollbacks. And Elon Musk is doing the opposite and then blames his team.
Yep.
And I'm really thinking about, I probably won't because I'm lazy. But I'm really thinking about getting that tweet, like screen capping the tweet myself, and then sharing it to that chat and saying, hey, we were just talking about this yesterday. So
That would be amazing.
You mentioned Teslas, right? Here's your example.
Yep.
And the only thing probably holding me back is I know there's at least one guy that's going to be like, that's not Elon's fault. Oh my God, unrelated, and I never got to... Go ahead.
If you dig through that guy's desk, I guarantee you'll find a bottle of Black Market. Tastes like the real thing Elon Musk come.
Oh God. Okay, one person in the meeting decided to do speakerphone and go poop while they were listening. And the bathroom was on camera, and he left the door open while he did it. And I never got to talk to anyone about it, but I saw two people snickering and whispering to each other. And I never got to talk to anyone about it, but I know that everyone saw it because it was the full Monty. And I actually, I don't know if it's fortunate or unfortunate, I was kind of averting my gaze right when he must have stood up, so I don't know how bad that was, but he was definitely, it was absolutely clear he was sitting on the toilet. And one guy said,
you weren't screen recording the whole thing?
I was
Christ.
in the office, otherwise I would have taken a picture with my cell phone. I mean, I wouldn't.
No, man, use recording software and record it.
When you do recording, it pops up and says Nick is recording the chat.
If you use the software with Zoom or Team Meeting or whatever you use,
not
if you use something else like Bandicam or Windows G.
It's a lockdown set, so I can't do cool stuff like that. I used to, but then they gave us all lockdown sets. No, I'd probably just whip up my cell phone if I were unprofessional, which I'm not, so I wouldn't. Also, I'm live streaming.
You should have recorded it.
But I didn't get to talk. I didn't get to talk to anyone, and it was like just killing me. And I really wanted to be like, okay, you saw that, right? But then when he was done, and you see him like washing his hands and stuff, then I just, out of the corner of my eyes, I'm watching, and I wanted to see the moment that he realized it. And so he walks back to his desk, and he sits down. And you see the light changing on his face as he's like tabbing between stuff. So I think he had it like tabbed out or something. And then he just stares and he freezes and his face is expressionless and you see no movement and nothing whatsoever.
Oh my god.
and then his camera turns off, and I died, and I couldn't react at all, but I was just dying. Oh my god, that's my biggest fear. I'm not saying that I would ever be in a position for that, but I always have my camera covered. Like there's a little tab you can just flick it to cover the camera, and I always make sure it's physically covered unless I am on camera. If I am not intentionally going on camera for a reason, like I use the face unlock to unlock my laptop. I will untab it, show it my face, and then lock it back because I am so paranoid that something like that will happen. I've already done something like that on the mic. Not that bad, like not nearly that bad. But no, like oh my god, that's and only one person said something, and all he said was and then everyone just ignored it, and we went along the meeting. And I'm like, I was trying to like mind meld with my boss and remind him that since he's the host, he could disable the guy's cam. and to make it worse, only like 4 people were on cam, so a quarter of the screen.
It's very obvious.
There wasn't a lot of pictures to look at.
And he's
You can set it up so that when you hit print screen, it doesn't just do a copy; it automatically saves an image. So you could have just hit print screen really rapidly.
I mean, I was trying to pay attention, and I was just kind of like frozen with like, oh my god, I want to say something to someone, but I can't, and so I didn't really know how, and I didn't want to get in trouble for drawing attention to it, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep going, and good for him.
I bet people were like DMing him, but he wasn't getting them because he wasn't at his desk.
Oh,
so he gets back and he sees all his messages. He's like, "Oh, why do I have so many messages?"
100%.
And then he freezes.
100%. Without, I mean,
Yes.
obviously I don't know, but I am positive that upwards of probably a dozen or more people. There was about 20 to 30 people in that meeting. It was not a small meeting. It was like
Oh my god!
It was basically all the developers. It was most of the department. And I know that he was have just been looking at the messages, and he probably spent the next like 30 minutes replying to people and like apologizing and stuff. And the worst thing has to be the people that like everyone else is not saying anything, and it's like they saw you, but they didn't say anything, so they're just trying to be polite and ignore it. It's like if you were out having dinner and you just rip, like with a bunch of people from work, and you just rip a giant fart, and then there's like a brief split-second pause in conversation, and then everyone just goes back to talking and just pretends it didn't happen.
Yep.
I'd say it could have been worse, but there's not much worse that actually could have been.
No, it can be worse. Like there was that CNN guy that got fired because, at least pooping is something you got to do. This guy did something that you don't have to do on camera.
Okay, true.
And that was legitimately worse, and he got fired. But then they rehired him. Was his name Jeffrey Toobin? Something like that. They rehired.
His name was probably appropriate. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dick Jerkin got hired on again.
But then
what's funny?
He ended up getting rehired, and he gave an apology on air, and he briefly gave an excuse, and he's like, I know that blah blah blah, but I didn't mean for it, and I didn't think my camera was on, and
My bad.
was COVID. Yeah, and he just gave him my bad, and they're like, okay, and now you can be back on the show, and I'm like, wow, okay, but I don't care. I'm still paranoid, even though apparently you can get away with anything.
That must have been, I was going to say, around the time when during COVID, when it came out a report that apparently it's like tons of people admit that they do that like during meetings and stuff like that all the time. And it's like, who the fuck does that?
Do what?
Why?
Do
How
what?
are there that many people that do that during a meeting?
Tell her it's exactly what. Yeah, Jeffrey Toobin, that was his name. The New Yorker has suspended. October 2020, The New Yorker suspended reporter Jeffrey Toobin for masturbating on a Zoom video chat between members of The New Yorker and ... But then he got he was
during a meeting at work.
CNN legal analyst. It's not just like he's in media. It's not just like he's at work. He's at work in a highly publicized. He's a celebrity. He goes on TV.
Yeah.
And 6 months later, they reinstated him, and he apologized, and then they just moved past it. And now if you Google his name, it's not the first thing that comes up. But if you add the word masturbating, then you get a whole bunch of articles. Yeah, it was during COVID too, like right in the middle of it. So
Yeah.
no one had anything else to talk about. It was just that and George Floyd.
He was the perfect center point.
The George Floyd of
I just
old
don't-
white people. Masturbating old white guys' lives matter.
I
Sorry,
don't get
Will.
it. There's I see
Salmon.
people.
I drew salmon while you guys are talking about bullshit that I don't care about.
We're talking about the business world. We're talking about professional business people.
This is important lessons to
Six-figure
learn
salaries.
now.
God
Before
damn.
you-
The poop
yeah.
story was worth it. That's hilarious.
Yeah, the poop story
Yeah,
was,
that
Story
really
was
is.
funny.
that happened. But I have to
All
make
right.
that comparison. Oh yeah. So I we can't play too late now that I've wasted an hour of the game time.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you very much for
Yeah,
wasting my
sorry.
time.
Please proceed.
I have been playing 2B2T, waiting for you to
Oh, good.
shushy shush
Hey, well, you've been
for...
playing at least. That's
You're
good.
Minecrafting. It's good.
All right, let's go. Start.
Yay!
Oh, I'm gonna turn on my
Okay,
webcam
wow.
and go pooping.
Everything said from now on is in character. Go.
Duck says, "Hey guys, I'm gonna go poop on camera for a minute." Okay.
Hey guys, I got to go over to the corner here. Just don't watch or smell for the next minute.
Okay. Who
Uh.
wants to check the treasure room, which probably doesn't have any more baddies in it?
Me! I like my shinies. I want the shinies. I want it. Kara is fucking shaking and convulsing in excitement.
If you
Kara
find
wants to
anything,
go.
if you find anything really good, go up, then trek over. If you find anything really good, don't tell Elmo. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it says, "Don't tell me what."
Pantuck says, don't tell you if he finds anything sad, like a dead
Krell said,
puppy."
"He said if you find anything really, really useful, don't tell you." And Elmo turns to Krell and says, "Oh, thanks. Interesting."
Go for it.
Pantuck, you're an asshole and I'm not listening to you. Hopefully you
Pantuck-
heard
Pantuck
that,
winks.
Elmo.
Pantuck winks at you when you say that.
Kara sneaks over into this room right here. Whoa.
Oops.
Whoa. Oops.
You can ignore that, but also
What's over here?
you didn't see anything, so
Ooh.
Oh shit! Nope.
Well,
I
I
didn't
was looking at my new
What's-
character, so I literally didn't see anything.
room description. I just got to flip to the page.
Fuck yeah.
see. Yeah, this was bigger than I thought. So now it explains why there was 9 baddies in here.
I thought it was like tiny. I thought it was just this and then a hallway.
I would say that's why exploration pays off, but you guys did explore a little bit and you prepared, so I can't really count it against you too much, but that's why exploration pays off. Oh, we see some
Yep.
creatures down that hallway. Let's just ambush them and assume we can take them. That'll be fine. 9 gnolls later.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm like
And
thinking
we
of ways
did.
we can scout out and actually get numbers of enemies and positions so that we can make decisions, because we might have done
Yeah.
it slightly different. I mean, it was still a bottleneck, but we might have done it a little bit different if we knew that.
Description.
Yeah.
There's 300 then.
This oddly shaped chamber has several alcoves along the north. Wait, let me make sure this is the right one. Yep. Several alcoves along the north and south walls. The floor is clear, and several unkempt bedrolls are scattered about. Several axes, shields, and bows are leaning against the opposite wall. That's the description, but there's something else in here.
What's
I
up?
gotta
What
find
else
it.
is in here?
Oh, never mind. That is somewhere else. That's your
That's
description.
room 412.
So it's an oddly shaped chamber with several alcoves, which would be this alcove here and this alcove here. The floor is clear, so there's not like stuff scattered all around, but then there's axes, shields, and bows. Not very many, because most of them are in the hands of the dead gnolls that are lying on the floor out here.
Oh yeah, we need to
mentioned-
loot them still. After we're
You
done
did
with
loot
this.
them and collected
Oh,
money. They didn't have
right.
anything else of value, unless you want to drag back their battered and useless weapons.
Are they all
No.
I still say we could feed them to the ogre and train it like we trained Tokage.
How to Train Your Ogre.
Are they all
Hey,
short
Carl.
bows?
The bows on the knolls.
Yeah.
Any
Any long bows?
They don't actually have bows. There's bows along the wall in here, but no, those would all be short bows.
Okay, I'm not interested.
I mentioned. I go, hey, Kara, don't forget to check for traps and any secrets,
Ooh.
No, you
You're
know what?
just to be safe.
I'm sorry.
However,
They are
yeah.
longbows.
Oh,
They're gonna be
cool.
really shoddy, not very good longbows because they were used by gnolls, but they are longbows. They do have those weapons.
what's this? Okay, Pantok. Where are the bows specifically, so I can walk up to him?
They're just like they're along the wall. So there's some over here. There's some back here.
Okay, Pantok goes, ooh, bows, and he wants to go inspect them and get an idea of what the stats would be.
They're longbows.
1d8?
They're
Yeah,
longbows.
They have the stats of a
Holy shit.
longbow.
Okay, Pantok grabs 2 of them.
Okay, you can write them down, but make sure you mark that they're gnoll longbows, just in case that comes up later.
Yep.
They are crude and worn with years of use and grime and stuff on them, so they're not in the greatest condition. But at the moment, they seem like you can probably use them as a normal longbow.
Okay.
Ew, Pantok. Are you sure those don't have the plague on them? Ew.
Pantok casts prestidigitation to clean them.
Okay, it cleans up pretty well, but there's still like little pits and bite marks and things like that. And the string is not really a bowstring. You can't tell what it's made out of, but whatever the gnolls could find to use as a bowstring. You
Pantok
imagine.
says, there, it's clean now. See? And then he licks the bow with his tongue.
It's
Oh,
clean.
gross. That's gross.
He casts prestidigitation again
Little do you know.
to make it flavored like peppermint candy cane, and then licks it again.
Yeah.
Yep,
Little do
tastes
you
like
know,
peppermint.
right before you licked it, I used prestidigitation to soil it again.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that, or would I?
Sorry, proceed.
You
I just thought of the
would.
longbows. Longbows are good, man.
Yeah, I
You
bet you
said
like
there
to lick
were.
that long bow.
No, stop. Let me play the game in peace. Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. You said there are bedrolls like across the floor, like these.
It says unkempt bedrolls, and this map is not necessarily exactly what says in the book.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I'm
they're like, imagine like a halfway point between an animal skin and a bedroll. They're just like soiled beyond recognition,
gross.
cloth, mixtures of cloth and animal skins. It's not like piles of refuse or anything. But yeah, these would be bedrolls, kind of.
Well then, talk about gross. Kara is gonna dig through them
All right, make
and
a
look for shiny stuff.
of what?
Look for shiny stuff.
Okay, I thought you said look for signs of, and then trailed off. Yeah, shiny stuff. Go ahead and make a perception check to search the room.
Oh no.
Yep.
Because of the way the text is laying on my screen, I can't reach the. Oh wait, yeah, I can. Never mind. I couldn't delete it.
5 total.
5 total.
Rest in
Okay.
peace.
Well, thankfully, it doesn't seem like there's very much to find. You kind of lift up all the bedrolls. There's nothing underneath them. There's not like any boxes or barrels or anything to check. Back in this alcove, you do see that there is a tangle of soiled hammocks that are kind of interconnected between these walls, and they're just like
Ooh.
filthy, gross, disgusting. And at the far end of the alcove, you see a few poorly crafted archery targets stuffed with rotting reeds, kind of
Oh,
stored at the far end. So they're just kind of like piled up on each other, not being actively used, but there are some archery targets here. But you find nothing of value, no special switches or entrances or anything of the like.
Seems like it might just be what it looks like, a little place for the gnolls to sleep and train and etc. Can't believe there's like 9 of them in here. It's kind of tiny in here for 9.
Gnolls are tiny.
Well,
They are tiny, right?
No, I don't think
They're
so.
medium.
So, not tiny. Kara's tiny. The gnolls are big. Kara is gonna step like under or over whichever is more convenient, the hammocks, and check out these targets that are stuffed in the corner.
Okay, yeah, the hammocks are kind of like for Kara's height. They're probably like if you reach your arms up all the way, you can just touch the bottom of the lowest one.
Uh,
They're kind of like strung haphazardly, but pretty high up. Are you? What are you doing with the archery targets? Are you like digging through them, or are you just checking them out?
Kara is gonna start digging through them,
Okay, make an investigation check.
investigating. Woo! Probably gonna be nothing but sticks. Let's go. 15.
All right, you plunge your arm in and kind of fiddle around inside, and you feel something that's kind of
What?
hard and firm, and kind of like a metallic rock type of thing, and you pull it out, and it's a rock. It is just a rock.
Oh.
You're digging around, and they just seem like they're cobbled together archery targets wrapped with whatever scraps of cloth they could be. There's nothing significant hidden in or around these targets.
Kara takes the rock and goes back to Pantuck and Toddy and goes, "Well, I found a rock. I like this rock. It's gray and kind of sharp. It's kind of rocky, not gonna lie."
Your
Gold?
hands
Wow.
smell like rotting like compost.
Pantuck,
well-
can you prestidigitate me? Oh, God.
I can and shall. And he snaps his fingers, and the rock is now clean.
On the rock. Yeah,
And
the rock is clean.
I'm not clean. Pantuck.
Prestidigitation actually only works on objects.
No.
That's what you wear gloves for.
Kara smells bad now and
Wait,
is
so
upset.
you can only use prestidigitation on objects, so you can't use it to clean yourself.
Nope.
Well,
Oh,
okay,
You can
shit.
use
I
it to
mean,
clean your
don't shit.
clothes.
if the shit is in your pants, then you can clean your pants.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
so
not
you
your
could
butt.
just use your clothes to clean yourself.
But
And,
not
Yeah.
your butt,
Oh my
so your
God.
cheeks have.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you can continuously use your clothes to clean yourself, and then prestidigitate to wash off, kind of like you're like wringing at a mop or something.
Gross.
Ew.
Anyways, what's this over here? Is there anything besides just weapons on the walls?
Nope, it's just that the room is oddly shaped, so that's not necessarily anything special. It's just kind of the shape of the room. There's another bedroll there, and some scraps of miscellaneous things on the ground, undescribable things.
You
Can I
Kara,
kinda...
what'd
never
you
mind.
say?
no secrets.
Nope. No, you go.
Kara huffs and puffs and throws the rock at the wall and pouts and says, "Yeah, there's nothing here besides compost, gross, fucking shit smells."
Okay, good. So no secret doors, so that's good. Okay, so before we proceed exploring, do you guys want to use any of the stealth options, which all of them would use up resources? But if we end up encountering another mob of enemies, at least one of them would be good. So Toddy could disguise self as a gnoll or a hobgoblin and try to BS the group. Because my thought is, and this is really just this is like a war thing, right? Like you want to know your enemy's numbers and positions, and so for D&D, I think that counts, and that would like be good to have. If we knew there were 9 gnolls, like I said, we might do something different. So Toddy could disguise. Pantok can make someone invisible, probably Kara because he has the best stealth.
Fuck yeah.
Jacina could become a spider. Now Jacina on her own as a spider, they might see her and decide to just swat her or eat her or whatever monsters do. But she could perhaps like accompany someone. Like I was thinking, Kara's invisible. Toddy is a gnoll, and Justina's a spider crawling along the ceiling, for instance.
Question: what time of day is it, and how long do I have left before clarity wears off?
Let me see.
I don't think we've had one tick on it yet, so and it lasts
You-
for 8 hours.
You
We
cast
did it at the beginning of the day.
Yeah, it took 6 hours to get here.
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
have only been exploring for, I think, an hour is where I ended up rounding it to at the end of the last session. So,
We get a tick.
That sounds right.
it is. Yeah. If you guys want to take a clarity, you can go ahead and mark that down.
Woohoo!
It has been Let's say it's been exactly
points?
1 hour now. What?
Clarity gets us 2 points.
Is that what I wrote?
I'll go look. I forgot that I had it written down. Sorry.
No problem. Whatever
I was
it does,
thinking
it
I
does.
hadn't copied it yet.
It'll be on it's on your character sheet.
Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, I was thinking I hadn't actually copied it down yet. But yeah, it's on there. And it is
Yeah, I don't remember because I know I copied and pasted. I don't know if you
one
saw that,
spell
but-
point. Whenever.
One.
Yes, that's right. That's why I forgot. Yeah, because yeah, you did. You copied it for me. It's one spell point.
Yep,
Just
so
keep in mind. What time of day is it again?
I don't know if you guys ever said what time of day you left. I don't recall. I'd have to go look it up. But it is 7 hours since you set out from Helmet.
And it's
Damn.
only like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Guys, I only have now. I have 6 spell points left, and that allows for casting clarity twice, and then I'm out of mana.
Shit.
And we are going to need it again, or we're going to have to go without.
I mean, we could go without just using. It's just Pantok and Toddy that have it, and Pantok's at 10 now, and so we're gonna get like how many hours do we have left? How many more ticks?
1, don't we? Or
It's been
Oh,
7
sorry.
hours, and we have one more. Is that
It has been 7 hours, and I believe it does last for 8 hours. So that would be correct.
What about
Yeah, so one more tick.
when did we cast Mage Armor? Was that when we set out, or was that
That was when you
Yeah.
entered the dungeon. So that has been going for only an hour.
Okay, so Mage Armor is still good, but we're gonna lose clarity in an hour.
Shit.
Let's see how it goes in the next hour.
Guys,
Yes.
I'm sorry, bad timing, but I really gotta pee, so be right
Go
back.
ahead.
Turn your camera off.
Actually, I looked up my notes. You guys did cast Mage Armor and Clarity both at 9 a.m. So when you set out from town.
So that's what I remembered. But you're like, cast it when we got here. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Clarity I knew you did. I wasn't sure about Mage Armor, but no, you cast them all at that time. So
way-
you have 1 hour
Yeah.
left on both of those.
Yeah, we did that so that we would get the mana back, and we'd be full mana with Mage Armor. So,
Yeah, I burned a lot of mana during that fight.
How many points are you at?
After the clarity tick, I'm at 6.
Oof. Okay. So you probably don't want to use Disguise Self then quite yet, because
I rather not. I can hang back, but I mean, it might be the best route. It's just I'm looking at the time of day and I'm going, fudge. I don't have a lot of mana left.
Okay. Oh. Well, okay. This is good and bad, but you have Arcane Recovery, which will gain you 2 free spell points, but you can only use it during a short rest. So what we could do is, when Clarity wears off, do a short rest, which will give you 2 more spell points back, and it'll take another hour, but we'll also be losing Mage Armor. So, I mean, I don't know, it just gets iffy. So, let's just wait for now. Okay, so what about maybe Pantok, because he's at 10, so he didn't really cast, he didn't use any
Yeah.
leveled spells. I think he used Magic Missile once. So he could cast Invisibility on Kara. That would be 3 points. Then he'd be at 7. So that's not bad. 6 and 7 for a battle.
Yeah. I don't mean to be stingy with them, but I'm looking at after Disguise Self not really having much left.
Yeah.
Real quick, just since you're discussing spell points and Arcane Recovery, you do recover a 2nd level spell slot for Arcane Recovery. You're factoring that in, right?
What? Why?
Yeah, it is half your wizard level, rounded up is what level of spell slot you can recover.
Oh, rounded
So
up.
your third level, rounds up. That most things round
So-
down, but that rounds up.
So we get 3 spell points back instead of
Mhm.
2.
Mhm.
Good to
Yep.
know. Thank you.
Awesome.
I would still rather wait and take that short rest when we're a little bit more dire, but that's just my personal preference.
Great. Yeah, no, wait. Definitely, we want to wait until clarity wears off, and then we'll probably have done a battle, and so then we'll get 4 spell points back each, and then it'll let us
Yeah.
do a little more. It'd be nice if we could clear out the dungeon before we. Okay, so what we should probably do if we do invisibility, because it lasts for an hour, but as soon as you attack, it's gone, is if we do that, we should let Kara explore, but if we notice any monsters, we should try to not disturb them. Now, this one was hard because they're literally, this is like one of the main paths in the dungeon, and so we couldn't explore any of these doors without walking past them. But yeah, that's my thought. Will, are you back? Okay. When they get back, that's going to be my suggestion, is that we let Kara go invis and go way up ahead.
Oh shit, I'm gonna go invis. Let's go! Hi, I'm back.
Welcome back.
That's my
And you
suggestion.
bust off before going invis. Oh no.
And I mean, we can save beast mode for now, but Jacina has 2 wild shapes, so she can use that for her starry form or for a beast. But okay, so Pantok is going to walk over to Kara and say, okay, this invisibility will last for 1 hour. So let's make good use of it. So explore as much as you can, and we'll hang back and just follow you, and then we'll wait until you report back to us and tell us what you want to do. And then
Fuck yeah!
cast spell 3 points spell points and cast invisibility. Kaboof.
Whee! And I'm gone. I go over I go over to Krell and poke him in the back, like startlingly, make him startled.
He feels your jab in the back, and he goes ah, and turns around and doesn't see you, and looks around, and then goes, "Oh, you trickster! I'm not that slow. Good try."
Okay.
No, I wish I had Mage Hand.
Oh boy. Kara says, I'm gonna go down the hallway back there that we didn't go down in that intersection. Alright. I will be right back. Kara sneaks. Even though he's invisible, he tries to keep his footsteps quiet.
Yeah, invisible basically lets you stealth if you would be in the vision of someone else. So it's not going to help you until you would be directly in their line of sight, and at that point you'll still be able to continue sneaking as if you were unseen. But if you fail your stealth check, then it doesn't matter, because that means you were walking up clanking around anyway.
Yes.
All right, so Kara sneaks her way back around the corners, Jacina following a couple of corners behind, and the rest of the party waiting back in the Knoll room. And Kara, you come to this corner, and it opens up into the next section of the hallway.
Kara peeks around the corner. Ooh, another section. I don't know what I expected. Peek?
This corner does open up into a room, but you can't quite see the contents of the room from around the corner.
Well, Kara has not a lot of fear right now. Ooh, oh shit! It's
see
just
if
like
there-
the other room.
I don't have a
Having
description
more fear.
of the room, but yes, it is exactly similar to the other room, almost a mirror image of it.
Wow.
You do see 3 doors, and in fact, there is also a flickering ember, dim
Oh,
light.
another one.
If you would like to move any further, I'm going to ask you to make a stealth check.
Kara would like to move move forward. Let me roll and position him right here.
Not bad.
All right.
Ooh, wait. That's not all. 21.
21. 21. All right. From where you are there, give me 1 second.
Ain't nobody finding me.
This oddly shaped chamber seems to be about 40 feet wide and of similar depth, although it's angled at kind of a diamond
Shit.
shape. Several crumbled bedrolls are haphazardly scattered about a metal brazier full of glowing embers. Is that this one at the back? Where's the brazier? The fuck? Well, imagine there's a brazier. Maybe this module got these. Maybe the map got the rooms mixed up. Hold on. It doesn't matter,
Huh.
but
It
I don't know.
does matter.
I feel like whoever made this map got the rooms mixed up. But anyway, there's a brazier. Apparently,
Can't imagine how they do that.
I mean, you can see light in the room. I just don't see a brazier. There's a table. And several blackened haunches of meat laid directly on the coals, the source of a tangy scent in the air. None of that is visible here. So instead, I'll describe the room as it looks. You see a room with
Wait, it's not too late. Hold on. I have epic drawing skills just for this.
I don't. Why did
Hold
the
on,
other?
wait. It could be right here. Perfect. Yes.
I feel like maybe they mixed up these descriptions, and because this map is just like an artist depiction. The map in the book is just black and white rooms. Give me 1 second. Let me check something real quick. But yeah, there's 3 goblinoid monsters which you recognize from before as bugbears, and they have not taken notice of you. 2 of them are sitting at the table because whatever's on the map is what we're going with, and you see another one far at the end of the room, but that is all you're able to see from your position. They do not seem to take any notice of you as you are both invisible and moving quietly.
XD.
Nice.
Okay.
Invisibles paying off for once.
Kara goes back over here and whispers to Jacina. Jacina, are you there? Psst, 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 psst. Jacina!
You can
There's
see
3
me, I can't see
bugbears.
you. Ah, okay.
Oh.
So this must be where the bugbears are.
Yes. I feel as if this room looks the same as the other one. It's kind of fun.
Jacina would like to consider whether she thinks bugbears are about as strong or stronger than gnolls.
Make a nature check.
I don't know.
Uh, 15 plus 3, so 18.
1 second. From your knowledge of both of those creatures, you believe bugbears are about twice as strong as a gnoll.
Oof, okay, so that's really more like 6
Sick.
gnolls, so... Okay, well that's good to know. We probably want to kill them, but we can talk to the group before we decide how to act. Do you want to go ahead and check out the other doors, keeping in mind that if any are stuck, you probably won't be able to open them without attracting attention? But you can try.
I want to try at least one of these doors. I think this door would be the most convenient because it's furthest away from the bugbears.
Okay, I will wait here until I either hear you scream in terror for help or until you come back and whisper to me.
Of course.
Or Jake whips out another map. Damn table isn't big enough. Fuck.
Ouch. Ouch. My back. I'm old now. My bones. I turned 18 and now I'm instantly old.
All right, you successfully sneak across the room to the ignorance of the bugbears, and before you stands a large wooden door similar to many you've seen in the dungeon before.
Open the door quietly.
The door
If I
is not stuck or locked, and would you like to continue opening it all the way?
Wait, can I thoroughly look at it and check if it's might be trapped in any way, shape, or form?
Sure, make a perception check.
Okay, give me just a second. Okay.
Yeah, none of these maps that I'm looking at, they're all different, and none of them match the actual description of the room. So whatever. I love how artists just don't give a shit about actually keeping it in line with the description.
Excuse me, Nick, what was that chuckle about?
19.
I'm going to great lengths to try and make that thing look like what you said.
19. You do not see any sign of any traps. You don't feel any tripwires or anything of the like on this door.
Okay. Kara is going to open the door. Open the door.
The door slowly creaks open. And you're able to just slowly open it enough to avoid the creaking, and then you swing it open the rest of the way, and you see just a little 10 by 10 chamber with dust on the floor and nothing of interest in the room.
No interest?
Doesn't look very interesting. Bare walls, bare floor.
That's
No bears.
very suspicious. That is very sus. That is, are you sure? It's very, no. Kara is gonna not step in, worried that this room might be trapped in one way or another, because why would there just be an empty sort of closet thing here? That doesn't make any sense. Or maybe it does. Does Kara see anything out of the ordinary that might indicate a trap? Such as tripwires, hidden pressure plates in the floor.
You can make a perception check to see if there's anything you can see from here without entering the room. It is a pretty small room.
Alright. Please don't roll off the edge. It's not gonna roll off the edge. 14.
It does not appear like there is anything of interest or danger in this room.
Oh,
You believe it may be like a storage closet of sorts, but there's nothing stored in here. Could possibly be an empty pantry or another prisoner chamber like that previous room at the ogre, but it does not seem like there's anything otherwise interesting.
Kara blinks and then immediately turns around and goes, Justina.
What'd you find?
I saw the most horrible thing.
Oh.
Absolutely nothing.
Okay, I'll go grab the. Oh, okay.
There was nothing. It was just a small little sort of closet thing that had nothing in there.
Well, that explains why it wasn't locked.
Yeah, I guess so. Should I try another door or?
Yeah, I'd say anything that you can open without making noise to attract attention. Definitely. So I would check out the other two doors, and then we can go back to the other room. We didn't even try the other doors, so we can try those next, and if these are locked.
All right. Hold on a second. Okay. I am going to try out this middle door next.
Before you do that,
Yeesh. Yes.
Pantok, Toddy, Elmo, Krell, and I guess the Elemental, you all hear a loud, echoing, clang, smash noise from this direction in the dungeon. It's just a single solid noise, and it's like kazoo, clang, like something slamming down.
How do we
Um,
not hear it? Oh
How,
my god.
I haven't said what you guys hear yet. These characters hear that. How do these characters
know.
react?
Oh shit.
Elmo turns and gets startled and holds up his weapon and says, "Did you guys hear that?"
Pantuck says, "Oh no, they might have
Yes.
gotten in trouble. Let's be real cautious, but I think we should head up and see if we can find our party."
Okay, you continue. You start walking up there. Let's pause here. Go back to Kara. You said you're trying to open this door. You have not heard the noise. Okay. The door is not locked or barred, and it will open freely if you'd like to.
Kara is gonna slowly creak the door open.
All right. You slowly creak the door open. This one pulls towards you, and as you pull it open the rest of the way enough to see in, you see nothing in front of you. I'm not going to erase anything because this is in fact the dead end, and it is a stone wall in front of you. And at the moment you are able to see that, you hear a loud slam clang noise coming from back this way.
Kara
And
stops
the
what he's
bugbears,
doing immediately.
you
turn
hear the
around.
bugbear. You do what?
Kara stops what he's doing and turns around to look.
All right. You don't see anything other than Justina standing there, who also probably looks startled. You hear the bugbears. They were having a very quiet, kind of intermittent conversation, and suddenly silence. But you don't hear anything else coming from their room.
Okay, Justina's gonna
Guys.
run around here and yes.
Terrible point to do this, but my headset is dying. I need to switch my earbuds. It'll take me like 30 seconds, 45 seconds. Hold on.
We'll be dead by the time you get back.
Probably.
Justina runs back to see what she is worried. She already knows what it is.
Okay, so Justina runs back to here, and Cars is still over here. Or did you run back also?
Justina's over here.
Yeah, you see Justina dip and start going
Can y'all
towards the
hear me?
noise.
Yes.
Just bleh. Kara follows, still trying to be quiet as possible, but also scared out of his little reptilian mind.
Okay, you meet up with the rest of your party at this crossroads as you see Pantok slowly rounding the corner. I believe he was in front with Elmo close behind, ready to protect him.
Pantok says, "Did you guys hear that?" And Justina says, "Yes. Was it? But we didn't see anything. Did you see anything?"
There's a giant metal gate
Whoa.
crashed down across the hallway here. Thick iron bars, rusted with age, but they still look very sturdy. And it's the iron spikes at the bottom of it are dug deeply into the floor.
What? Why does my token keep going there? Kara goes, "Oh my god, we're trapped! We're trapped!"
Justina says, "Not only that."
Can y'all
but
hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, good. All right, sorry.
Justina says, "Not only that, but I'm pretty sure we've got 3 bugbears on our tail, but they haven't seen or heard us yet. So where should we? I think we should haul ass. We don't want to fight them in this narrow hallway." Pantuk says, "I agree," and he starts skating.
I am. For once, I agree with Pantok. Let's go. Let's get out. Let's get out. Let's get out. I want out. I want out.
This is gonna be the slaughter room.
Oh, how I wish to be back in my egg right now. Oh my god.
We wait and ambush them, I guess. Hey, it worked pretty well the first time.
It did work pretty well the first time. We know how many there are this time, at least.
All right, you get back into this room, and what do you do once you're here? Elmo is going to stand and watch the hallway as you guys discuss.
I pooped myself. I'm kidding.
No.
That's not canon.
Do we want to stay in this room and see if they come in, Or do we want to try more doors? Maybe we should just wait here.
I vote we wait. Oops, sorry. I vote we wait here for a minute at least and see what happens.
Okay, Pantok, Justina, and Stoner are positioned the way that they want to be, and we're ready to wait a minute and see if the bugbears come after us.
All right, 1 minute.
Uh,
passes.
I want to wait over here.
I'm gonna be right here. Right here, right here, right here. Yep, that's good. That's good. I like that.
All right, 1 minute passes. You hear and see nothing.
Okay.
Oh no, I've gone deaf and blind. Help, help.
Nothing new.
Okay. So we pretty much know that room is dead ends, except there is a third door. Do you want to? Maybe we should. Pantok can set an alarm on this hallway. It'll take him 11 minutes to do so. So if we're not in a rush, then he could start working on that. And if nothing comes after us, then we could proceed, or we could just go back and kill the bugbears.
I would.
Okay, can you repeat the first option? I couldn't process it properly. My brain cells.
Pantok can spend 11 minutes casting an alarm on this hallway, and then we can move further into the dungeon, checking stuff out, and then that way he'll know if the bugbears are sneaking up behind us. Or if they come over here in those 10 minutes, then we just fight them. It'll use up 11 minutes, which we've got
Hi.
50-ish on.
Bitty, I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons, Sam. Bitty's, I don't know, he's on the desk over there. If you want to see him, go see him. Well, okay, we're still invisible, right?
You are.
You are, yes.
What's stopping us, me and Justina, from going back and checking if the bugbears maybe are just still sitting there, like, unbothered? Or,
Nothing.
yeah, nothing.
Drive motivation
So I
to do
say,
Your own fear.
Okay, Pantok.
Yes.
Pantok is going to start casting an alarm spell right here, while
Okay.
you go and check them, and Justina is going to actually stay here as well for right now. But if they ambush you and start attacking you, scream for help, and then we'll run. Okay, here.
wow,
here,
okay, I see
Justina-
how it is.
Well, Justina will go like halfway, so at least she'll be close.
I know, right? Bye, Sam.
Is there any way
Okay,
for me
let's
to
go.
try and see if I can identify more information about the big clang? Like, if I can figure out what it sounded like if it was just metal on metal or something falling?
Well, it was this
It-
door. You can go and
you're-
none of us have inspected it yet.
You're pretty sure it was the giant iron grate that slammed shut in the hallway that you guys entered it from.
Oh,
You
my
get
God,
that without
yeah,
an
okay.
intelligence check.
I forgot that there was a big iron grate there.
Oh, okay. Rest in
My
peace.
bad.
No problem. Kara, you can, if you're exploring, you can move your token as you would like to, as fast or slow as you would like to, and I will tell you either if you see bugbears or ask you for a stealth check at the appropriate moments.
Justine is going to stay behind Kara and then stop here.
Okay, beforehand, Kara gets a little bit distracted and goes up to this metal gate and wants to inspect it a little bit closer.
All right. It looks like this metal gate. There's a hollow in the ceiling on the other side where it looks like it was kind of hidden up inside the ceiling, and you believe that opening the door must have triggered some sort of mechanism to drop it down, and it has blocked your passage back.
I'm sorry.
Do not use the eraser tool on the map
Apologies.
whatsoever.
Apologies. I didn't know that that I could use the eraser tool on the
Do not,
map.
let's just not use just switch away from the pencil tool. Just don't touch the pencil tool
Yeah,
at all
okay,
unless
okay.
unless it's off the map.
My bad.
It's fine.
Did I miss something? If I did, don't tell me.
I didn't replace anything.
Okay.
You can see that there's no secrets in this block, but
Sorry.
it could have been worse. So yeah.
We definitely can tell there's no secrets in there now.
Okay. Kara's gonna get back on track and proceed down this hallway.
Okay.
Oops.
All right. At this point, I'll ask you to make a stealth check, but you still do not see any signs of any creatures.
While
Okay.
Justina waits, she's gonna come up here and check and see if she can figure out any way to release the mechanism.
Okay.
10.
You can make a perception check. Was your 10 total?
Yeah, it's sad. I got a 2.
Okay. Go ahead.
Justina's perception
Okay.
is 16.
Okay. You don't see anything in particular that would indicate any sort of mechanism that you can change or alter from here. It looks like the only way to lift up it looks like it might have been a one-way thing. Once the gate falls down, there's not really a way to get it back up, but you can't really see the
Oh, I know that
mechanism
problem.
through the walls.
I want to try to lift it.
Okay. Kara, you can continue moving as far as you would like to. You still don't see anything, and then I'll have Justina do the lifting.
Kara looks down and see if the bugbears are just still there.
You do still see the bugbears, and they're all in their same positions, and they've gone back to their conversation.
Okay then, maybe they just don't care. Kara's gonna go back until he sees Justina.
Okay,
Justina.
and you come across Justina just as she's trying to lift this gate, to no avail. You don't even budget even a little bit as hard as you try, and you feel like it's probably not something that a single person could do unless they are massively strong like an ogre.
Oh, okay. How is the gap solid, or are there gaps in it like a portcullis?
There are gaps in it. It is a gate. The gaps are probably an inch wide, and the bars are the same. So inch wide bars, inch wide gaps.
Small enough for a spider to crawl through?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. All right. Okay. Kara, did you see anything? What's in the final door?
The final door? I haven't checked it yet. I came back to tell you the bugbears are just still there.
Okay. Well, it's probably safe to check the last door if you want. This gate seems like it could be lifted, but is way too heavy for me. But I think that ogre that we saw might be able to lift it. But so like if we need to, maybe I could turn into a small animal like a gecko or a spider, crawl through, and then see if I can convince him to come open it for us. But I don't think we need to do that yet. Plus that'll use up one of my beast forms, and I'll have to switch back to normal form, so it's kind of like a one-way thing for me. So if it doesn't work, I'll get separated from the party.
Yeah. Let's not for now. I'm sure it'll be okay.
Okay, go check the last door, and I'll stay here. If something bad happens, shout, and I'll call to the party and come help you.
Okay.
If you would make another stealth check if you would like to travel back across this room. Every time you leave and then come back, your stealth check kind of resets itself. So if you would like to go to this door, you can make another check.
Kind of noticed that by now.
Yeah, if you're like doing a single exploration, I'm only going to have you do one stealth check, but if you're constantly walking back and forth past the door, each one of those is kind of going to be a stealth check.
23.
Also notice Tempting Fate.
Yeah. You're good. You get to wherever you're wanting to get to.
Awesome. Okay. Car is gonna go over here. Oops. Get back there. And check this door for traps.
All right, make a perception check.
Come back here, dice. That didn't roll properly, I think, but 14 still. I'll take it.
Does not seem like this is any traps or anything.
Okay. Car is gonna slowly and quietly open the door. Ooh.
The door does slowly and quietly open as it is not stuck, and there is another closet.
Okay. Nothing in here either.
Nope, same as the other one, it looks like.
Unfortunate. Kara still looks in here anyways because there's gotta be more in here than just a closet. Maybe there's like a hidden thing in the walls or anything.
There definitely could be. You can make a perception check if you'd like to look.
Yes, Kara feels the walls in here and like licks the floor. No. Okay. Let's see. No! No! Not
One.
again. One.
Kara accidentally licks the floors
you
while searching.
Does it automatically roll one? Okay. It's 6.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it looks. I'll just say it looks identical to the other room.
Well, I checked the other room, did I?
Yeah.
Okay. Dang, that's so sad. But also, yeah, that's kind of what I expected. I don't know why I expected much else in here. Ooh. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, Kara is gonna go back and is Justina still here?
Yep.
Hey, Justina, what are you still doing here?
Waiting to see if you needed help. Did you find anything?
Man, both of those doors are closets, and one of them's just dead end. There's nothing interesting in there, no secrets, no funny little things, nothing at all, just boringness.
Okay.
Anyways,
All right. Well, I suggest
sorry about that.
we go and check out the rest of the dungeon before we fight the bugbears.
Yes.
So we're gonna return to this room, and Justina is going to update the party on the gate and let them know that it seems like the only way to lift the gate is to convince the ogre to open it for us. And she suggests that she could beast form into a tiny animal and slip through the bars and then try to convince the ogre to help them. But I wouldn't be surprised if the ogre wanted money. So let's table that for right now, and just that's the only way we're gonna be able to exit.
We might find a lever or a switch or something. You never know.
Yeah,
but
true.
yeah.
Yep. It's also possible that it's like a one-way thing where when you trip it, it's like a trap and the door drops, the gate drops, and then you have to lift it back up to reset it. And before we try that, though, we should check these other rooms down here in case there's another trigger. That way we can not trip it again. Oh, and Kara inspected finished inspecting the room back there.
Yeah, there was nothing. Nothing of real interest, but it was a weird replica of this room. Speaking of this room, we should look in these doors. They look particularly silly, particularly interesting, if I may say so myself.
They do look very door-like.
Holy shit!
Justina says, "Oh yeah, I guess there's no reason that we don't need to stealth over here, so I'll take a door for once." And Justina heads to this middle door and checks it for traps before she opens it.
All right, make a perception check.
10.
There is nothing on this door that appears to be trapped or out of the ordinary.
Okay, she is going to try to open the door.
All right, you open the door, and as you pull it open, you get it like a third of the way open before you can quite see in because it's kind of blocked by the wall. And you feel just a little click, but nothing happens. And then as you peek into the door, there's a solid brick wall in front of you.
Yep, this was the other trigger for that wall back there. So okay, good. Now we've got
God
both
damn
those.
it.
We got both those tripped. Well, if we're gonna discover everything in the dungeon, we're gonna discover all the traps too. So,
Yeah.
who wants to take the
Yes.
last door? You want me to knock it out?
Me.
or-
Me.
Toddy hasn't gotten any doors yet.
Yeah, I
Fine.
want to take a door.
Gotta meet your door quota.
Door quota.
All right, lucky inspecting fingers. Don't fail me now. I search for traps.
All right, make a perception check.
And Lord and behold, you find a trap.
Shit, what's my perception? Hold on. $13.
Does not look like there is anything of danger on this door.
I start to open it slowly. No whammies, no
Use.
whammies, no whammies.
You slowly open the door, revealing on the other side
I bet it's closet. Ah!
a closet with a bucket, an empty bucket.
Ooh.
What?
I go inside and I want to search the bucket and I want to inspect the room to look for anything from traps to hidden anything. Oh, there's nothing, I'm sure.
All right. If you'd like to search the room, make a perception check, and if you'd like to touch the bucket, let me know.
22 on searching the room.
Okay. And are you touching the bucket during the search?
I would like to visually inspect the bucket first.
Okay. You inspect the room, and you are very certain that there is nothing hidden or secret in this room. And the bucket looks like a very old, crumbling, well-used wooden bucket, which has seen better days and is probably on its last legs.
And it's probably been pooped in. It's a poop
Oh,
bucket.
there's
This is a
it's
toilet,
full of
isn't it?
it's full of poop scraps.
What?
Like
Well-
the wood, it like embedded into the wood itself, and like that's part like it's raw. It's basically poop at this point. It's like the wood is all rotted away. It's just dried poop.
It's like the process of fossilization, but with poop, so it's
Yes.
like reverse coprolite.
Yes, exactly.
Well, guys, I found the toilet. Thanks for letting that be the door that I searched.
Oh, cool. What it tastes like?
Did not lick it.
Anything
I
she wants.
visually inspected the toilet.
Oh, well then, how did you know it was a toilet?
Sus.
Trust me, you could tell it was a toilet.
Okay. All right. Well, Justina thinks we should head down this way. Oh, did we ever check this room for secret doors? I don't think we did. Let's knock that
We
out.
should.
We should just check every single wall for secret doors. To be honest,
We
Yeah, I don't believe this area was searched yet.
Justina's going to check along this wall for.
Oh,
secret
no,
doors.
you did coming in. You checked specifically along this wall as you were coming in.
Okay.
Also, I vote before we explore down here. My personal vote is that we take out the bugbears up there. The last thing in the world I want to do is be down here somewhere and fighting something, and somehow the bugbears are alerted. We know that those enemies are there. That's just my vote, but I go with the group democracy.
What do you think, Kara?
You know, Toddy's right.
We know what's up there. We know we're only going to get one group of enemies in that area. Down here, we know that there's at least a boss, and there could be enemies in one or two rooms. We could end up being flanked and really royally fucked. That's my opinion.
Okay, and we can do our short rest after the battle to heal up from damage. So, okay, well Pantuck says that sounds like a good idea, and Justina looks at the door down here and says, well, okay, and we do have the alarm set right here, so we'll know if anything comes up behind us, so that's good. Can you put an alarm token there? Are there alarm
Oh, yes.
tokens I can grab?
No, I'll just mark it.
Okay. So that sounds good. So my suggestion is Justina and Pantok don't want to go too far out because they don't want to have to make a stealth check. So maybe something like this.
Then maybe Elmo goes in up that wall carefully. Then
Stoner.
I hang back here in the hall until after combat starts. Then I burst out.
Oh yeah, Pandog's gonna do that too. That's a good idea. I'll stay like right
Yeah.
here out of sight, and then I can like run down here or something.
Let Kara Justina get into position. Then let Elmo creep along the wall, and we enter after they are ready to start stuff. Maybe.
Okay. And so how do you want to start? Do we want to start with Kara launching a sneak attack from his bow, and then we blast them when they come out? It's kind of similar to
Big.
before.
I liked the whole make sounds like a prey move, and then maybe have a chance at getting one coming out first, and we beat the shit out of it. I
Okay.
like trying that again.
Well, then maybe we just all stay back here in the hall, and then we can just jump out and be like, "Haha!" and then we just start blasting it.
Ooh.
Pandog's gonna go back.
But yeah, I'll do whatever the group does. That's just my thoughts, my opinions. Please hit a like and subscribe. Fuck, I've been listening to too much YouTube.
So Kara, you can position yourself and get your bow ready to shoot, and then Toddy, you can use your minor illusion to make a sound to lure them out, and then we can blast them down. Do I remember?
Do I know?
Noel said about the bugbears? They said something about the bugbears.
Shit.
They mentioned the bugbears. They said that the bugbears have been afforded much higher status, and they're not happy with the newly recruited bugbears having a better status than them, and that was one of the reasons they were disgruntled. So they didn't really like the bugbears because they seemed to have it's like they got hired on as the manager role, and the Knolls are like, we've been here for 5 years, and it's like, yeah, but they've got more experience than you, that kind of thing. Not like literally that, but just
Oh,
like
man.
that feeling type of thing. It's like, what the hell? How come they get the nice room with beds and we got the slums? Well, because they're bugbears.
They definitely have a nicer room.
Racist.
Do I know
Really?
enough information about bears to know,
Bugbear.
like, if just generic bugbears? Oh my god, to know if like just generic animal sounds caught, squeaking, caught in a trap type thing would work, or if I have some other idea. Do I know anything?
You can make a nature check.
God, where were these high rolls when I was rolling my character? Natural 20.
So you are familiar with bugbears' nature of being born and bred for battle and mayhem, and they mostly survive by raiding and hunting, but are fond of setting ambushes, and they flee when outmatched. So they are the frontliner fighters of the goblins. So they are very strong. They work in groups. They use tactics. They're not stupid by any means, but they are not exactly smart. So you're not sure whether they would be tricked, but they might be baited, depending on the noises that you make. But they
I
are
have
not.
no idea
They
what
are not
type of
particularly clever. They're more just like war machines.
Injured prey animal it is again. Let me know when y'all are ready.
Let me get into like a position. Since I'm still invisible, I'll take
No.
here.
I forgot y'all hadn't moved into position yet. Ooh, that could have been really bad. I'm standing up front.
I Ninja AFK'd. I know you did an intelligence check of the bugbear. Did you learn anything interesting except for their badass?
Nothing overly interesting, but I did learn just a little bit more detailed information about them. They're not particularly super intelligent, but they're intelligent enough. They do use tactics. They're tough. They're strong. They like to work in groups. Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm just waiting for people to move into position.
Pantok and Justina are in position. They're gonna wait until they hear them run out and hear Kara make their sneak attack, and then they're gonna run out. And
Yeah.
blast them.
I thought Justina was going to be out in the room already too. I'm wrong.
Nah, I decided that she will just hang back because if you're gonna use a noise to lure them out, I want them to not see anything, and then have Kara breaking invisibility to hit him with the bow be the first thing they see, and then hopefully we can all get a surprise round against them.
Okay. All right. So let me know when ready.
Okay, ready.
And we're not having Elmo like sneak and hide up here and wait either, right?
Elmo has his the room is dark and he's got his lantern dimmed to 5 feet because he doesn't want to have the light
Fucking humans.
this close to enemies.
Humans.
That's why we need your
All right.
Callie.
In fact, Kara, you can't even see the bugbears from here. They're out of your. No, they're in dim light. I forgot.
Yeah.
All right.
The dim
then in
light
that
extends
case,
to like here.
I'm making kind of I just got injured squeaky animal doggy chew toy noises. You know, the type that makes every fucking half carnivore in the room go, ooh, what was that?
So Kara,
Okay.
you're exactly standing here, right?
Yes.
Okay, you can just barely see the edge of this one bugbear who is sitting at the table. And as those noises go off, you see them stop their conversation and they kind of start like looking around and whispering. And you hear the one at the table that you can't see shout something in Goblin. Toddy, you still have comprehend languages going, so you hear, "Hey, you go check out that
Fuck
noise.
yes.
You go check out that noise." And Kara, you see 3 more bugbears appear
What?
from the sides of the room, the corners that you didn't check out,
Holy
and they
shit.
start approaching
Oh no.
the room to check it out.
Oh my god.
Do we
it's-
abort? Do we abort? Yay or nay? My fucking god.
And this one gets to about here, and he looks around, and he goes, "Grow, grow, grow, grow." And Toddy, he said, "There's nothing out here. It's probably just another rat or something." And he throws an empty mug, and it goes clink, 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 clink across the floor. He brushes. He motions for his friends to go back in. He's like, "Yeah, there's nothing out there. Just another rat." And they go back in and back where they were.
That's hardcore.
Kara goes
my
back
God.
and apologizes. He says he's sorry that he didn't shoot. However, there are more bugbears than we initially saw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And that's all you can see. You still couldn't see into the corners of the room. There could be any number back here. Those are just the ones you saw come out.
I could.
But if we can also, I mean, I don't really want to try and fight that,
Oops.
but if we can't take out 6 bugbears, how are we going to take out a boss?
If we
You're
can't take out 6 bugbears.
How are we going to get out of this? We may have stepped in some more than we can handle at the moment.
You may be right. However,
Really wish I had the grease spell and a flaming arrow right about now.
ooh, that would be just great.
Justina's
Um,
back to her idea of exploring the rest of the dungeon while invisibility is still up.
I am
Justina,
all for that
correct?
idea.
Justina,
I'm all for it. Let's.
let's go. Let's go. I'm excited to keep exploring this place. Oh boy. Isn't adventuring just so much fun?
This is why
Yeah,
we use
let's find out
tactics.
what other shit we're in for.
Yep.
We may be spider crawling over to the ogre or finding our way out of here and recruiting more allies.
I like how this is just our hub room at
Yeah.
this fucking point.
We
It's just-
can't find our way out. We can't get the gate up. We just live here for the rest of our lives.
Oh my god. No, we sleep in these.
Oh,
Actually, this is a back exit.
What?
I think Pantok saw it.
oh,
The
oh
Knolls
yeah,
told
that's
you.
right. That's right. The Knolls went through
Oh
there.
yeah, they actually told us.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Oh,
we
yeah.
actually do have a way to escape, and then we could come back in that way too. So we should be okay. But yeah, let's explore, and then
Yeah.
maybe we don't want to fight bugbears yet.
Yeah, no.
I mean, we're full hit
Um,
points, and we have most of our spell slots, but let's see what else is here. That's kind of a lot. 9 Knolls was kind of a lot, but each one of them individually is low, so we were kind of able to blast them as they came out. 6 or at least 6 bugbears is gonna be rough.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, all right, Kara, do you want to go ahead and lead the way?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll do same as before. Justina will follow, but stay way back.
All right. I will assume you can move your tokens however you want. I'll assume that Elmo and Krell stay with the furthest back person unless you position them otherwise.
Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Kara wants to look down this hallway. Let me see how far he can look. Yeah, pretty much most of this hallway down. And although it kind of looks difficult, he wants to just watch his step, just in case there's some sort of pressure trap or sort of tripwire or any other trap of sorts. Checking for traps, XD.
You can keep an eye. I won't make you roll unless I deem it necessary, but for now you can go around being careful not to trigger anything if you
Yes.
see it.
Kara gets to this point and turns and looks into this room.
All right, let's see. That is going to be a hallway. That
Another one.
leads down about 45 feet, and at the end of it, it turns to the right. But that's as far as you can see.
Yo, that's interesting. Okay. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Kara's gonna go down this hallway and hoping Jacina's following behind him, occasionally glancing back to see.
1 second. This part was giving me trouble with erasing earlier. I gotta find out where it exactly is.
Rip.
Nope, not that.
Ooh.
There you
Okay. Kara's gonna keep going.
All right. It turns to the right, and then at the end of that, it turns to the left again. And as you get about to this point, it's still pitch dark. However, at this point, give me 1 second. Let me see what you see.
What do I see? That is a good question.
You don't see anything of note. However, the further you go down this hallway, an acrid stench of rotting flesh starts to kind of invade your nostrils. Like, it's just, at first, it's just kind of like, was that me? Did I bathe this morning? And then as you get further and further, you're like, nope, there's definitely something rotting down here.
That freaks me out.
Panther
Kara
gets Justina move up a little bit.
proceeds.
Right, one
There's a
moment.
lot of stink over here. What's that? It's the source of the stink. No, not really.
Excuse me.
And there's the other map.
Oh my god.
Now you have a square.
Holy
Just
shit.
connect them up here real quick.
Kinda saw that coming. I mean,
It's the
eventually.
big stink. Rip all my other drawings.
Yeah, they'll come back when we leave this map. That's good enough. All right, so is that lined up? Hold on. Let me see if I've got this actually lined up correctly. Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, I guess I just erased more than I was needed to. Do I give you the? I can't give you the room description yet until you move in a little bit.
Okay.
All right,
Whoa,
this
holy
room.
shit.
The corridor ends at a vaulted chamber that widens to 20 feet across. That would be 20 feet across this way. The far end opens up to create a T-shaped chamber, so it leads up this way and down this way.
Ooh.
Lining the walls are burial niches, apparently unused as none of them appear to be sealed. So these little niches right here are little burial things where they would be sealed after like a body was interred, but they're all not sealed. So each one of these little
Oh.
things you see is a niche. I don't know why these three are not covered, but you can uncover them as you look into them, but just pretend these ones are covered, I guess. You can kind of see into them, so you can see that there's like coffins there, but...
It's stinky in here.
Oh, and the smell is definitely coming from this room. This whole room smells like a cemetery, but underground.
Oh, gross.
Justina,
real gross.
hearing the footsteps fade away, motions for Pantok to move up more, and she moves in here. Pantok
Kara
and Stoner
is
are
gonna scoot back a little bit because the smell is too strong. It's like, ooh, I can't handle it anymore. And report back to Justina. Justina!
Justina says, "Oh, sounds interesting. Well, there might be some more undead in there, maybe similar to the zombies we fought earlier. I don't know. Maybe they're more. Maybe it's something we can take easier than the bugbears. I'd say that we keep exploring, but that we come up a lot closer, and that you carefully inspect the rooms and clear them out before we each go into it."
Okay. So, you want me to go back in that room? Yay or nay?
Yes, but we're gonna move up and be closer together, so that in case a battle breaks out, we're just one movement from getting into the room.
Okay.
And Pantok says, "Oh, yep, got it. I'll move up with Justina." And Stoner moves up too.
Kara is afraid, but goes back.
Pantok looks back, wondering where the rest of the group is.
Toddy? Where's Toddy and Elmo and
Elmo and Krell are...
I'm sorry, I
Oh,
can't
go
see
ahead.
the screen.
Oh.
Oh.
Rip. Kara is gonna avoid the I'm just gonna call them coffins for now,
Okay.
and looks down these two hallways.
Okay. Can you make a stealth check?
Yes,
Uh,
I can.
watch out,
That's
'cause
not a good sign.
Those coffins could be hiding.
Full of treasure. Sorry about that though. When you asked to move tokens and stuff, it's like my glasses are off. I can't put
13.
them on. I need a minute.
No problem.
You say 13.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second. All right, you see that there is the T-shaped chamber, and there are more coffins lining the walls on all sides. In addition to that, in the south chamber, you see. Hold on. I didn't. 1 second.
Doink, doink, doink. Oh
You see
no.
4 horrifying, twisted, undead monsters, kind of meandering around
Nope,
this,
nope, nope.
this southern section, and one of them kind of sniffs the air and starts looking around, but then goes back to what it was doing. They
Yeah,
don't seem
God.
too threatened to you.
And yay, dad. Hey, sister. And we are fucking Ty Brown, vengeance personified.
Oh, that reminds me. Really quick derail. Joey bought Cards Against Humanity Pokemon Edition,
Oh yeah.
and he said
Oh,
that, and he has a plan that when he gets it, which will probably be before the next time that Jake visits, that when Jake comes down to visit next, instead of doing an in-person D&D session, we all
Yes.
go to my mom's house, play
Yep.
Cards Against Pokemon Against
Oh
Humanity,
boy.
and asked if I would invite Biggie since I live right next to his house, so I can watch his house until. I mean, we could just call 817-498-6221, but we know he.
and that's on the stream forever.
Oh no.
James, please,
Oh,
I'm sorry,
fun.
please still come over. Don't watch this and then get mad at us. Oh, he can't watch it because it's D&D, so demons would come out of his computer. But he can play. He can play all those games with horrifying devils and stuff in it. That's fine, just not our game with devils. So I'll watch his house until I see his blue car out front, and then we'll just swarm his front porch and invite him over. Nothing bad ever happened. We never like officially ended any friendship. He showed
Oh,
up
yeah.
at our house 3 years ago on New Year's, and we just
It's
stopped.
been 3 years.
Yeah, it was right before COVID.
Holy
it was
shit, that's
well,
right.
it was the 2020 New Year's, and that's when you and
Yeah, that was 3 years
you
ago.
guys were at our house, and then James showed up, and we fucked around. But then the next New Year's it was COVID, so 21 January, 22 January, 23 January. So it's 3 New
Yeah.
Years. So actually,
Yeah, mostly
it
COVID.
was- yeah, because of COVID. So I was going to go show up at his house this New Year's and invite him over, but I had an anxiety attack that I didn't realize that that's what I'd been having this whole time yet, and so we just canceled it. But yeah, if we have a reason, then yeah, because Joey's like, oh, I don't even know if we talk to James anymore, and I said I have been looking for an excuse to show up at his door. So yeah, that's the plan. So whenever you come down, Jake, and Joey gets the game, then we'll go show up at his door and knock knock.
Sweet.
Oh,
Got me in.
he wouldn't recognize Sam because she's grown up a lot since he saw her, so we could have her like show up at his door. Oh my god,
Jamie, there's a girl at the door for you. What?
we have her put on like we have her dress up in nice clothes and she carries
Sundress.
a watchtower.
Yes,
no way,
it's
no way you
no.
get
And
Sam
she-
to
thought
do
we wanted
that.
to
There's
come
no
over
fucking
with us.
way.
I'm with Palizzetti's witnesses.
Sam is like me when it comes to screwing with people, and she has been itching to do something to James. She has been looking forward to that. And okay, not literally that, but I'm just saying there's a whole host of things. I might still do my idea, which is dress up in my Scarborough costume and carry my violin and be screeching it atonally as we march up to his door. I could
If
start
you make it-
serenading him outside of his house.
If you make it lighthearted and silly enough and not like obnoxious, I think he would probably find that funny, as long as you're not doing anything like mean.
And then I pull out a gun and shoot his mom in the
April
head.
Fools!
Long con.
Oh, April. Wait, I'm coming down.
April Fool.
I'm coming down
Oh.
April 3rd. You could do this on April 1st.
Oh, yes.
Like, invite him preemptively. Like, hey, we're going to be playing the game in a couple of days if you want to come over
and
this
then
weekend.
I kill his mom.
As an April Fool's joke.
Just as a joke.
Hi,
Oh,
YouTube.
Oh, good. She's not really dead. No, she's hella
That's the
dead.
joke.
That's the joke. That's why it's funny. What? Yeah, I killed your mom for an April Fool's joke. No.
Kara,
jeez.
the ghouls start to smell something off.
No,
and
no,
start
no,
to
no, no,
approach
no,
the
no,
center
no,
of
no,
the
no.
room.
Kara backs up. Kara's backing up. Kara is very much backing up, and Kara goes down the
what's-
hallway and goes, guys.
What's wrong? I hope you're not leading enemies to us, are you? Down a bottleneck.
Oh, fuck. There's a bunch of enemies that way.
How many is a bunch?
Four undead.
How loud are you guys talking? You're very close to
Whisper.
the ghouls.
Whispering.
I'm gonna have them roll a perception check.
Okay, Justina says, let's go in.
Okay.
Pantuk's like, oh shit, where's the rest of my party? And he starts running back to tell the party to move up. Guys, we said we're forming a tight group because there could be enemies anywhere. Hurry up, get up here. And that's kind of a loud whisper. And then he starts hauling us back because we do not want to be caught in a bottleneck with those monsters. Unless we do. Unless we want to have, like, our 2 tanks stand in the front. We could do that.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you want to bottleneck them and just shoot ranged attacks over their heads? Or do you want to file into the room?
I think we have a good chance if we file into the room.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's basically yeah. I think we should file in.
Okay, Justina says that she will charge in as soon as she sees Kara pop out of invisible and fire at the bow.
Alright, speaking of doing that,
Oh, what kind of monsters are they?
I told you undead. I don't know specifics. They just look very scary and undead.
You're the only one that's seen them. You can't think about if you might be able to tell what they
Okay,
are.
Kara wants to think. Kara wants to think. Use his brain.
Or
Make a religion check.
A religion check. Oh boy.
Speaking of James,
Womp womp.
Do you have an intelligence modifier?
That's an 8.
They're undead monsters.
They're undead monsters.
Well,
I
They
that's
don't
told
look.
clear
They
you.
don't
that.
look like the zombies from before. They look a little bit more like twisted abominations.
Are you describing that to Justina? Because she's proficient in religion.
yeah, can you describe it to us?
Yes,
We're making so much noise.
we are. We really are.
I'll allow Justina to make a religion check at disadvantage from Kara's description.
We should hurry.
You're the one that initiates. I'm waiting for you. Unless you're pulling
Okay,
them back.
fine. Kara,
Only an 8.
Should we
He's
have
gonna
Elmo move to the front of the group so he
shoot-
can
okay.
come in after Justina?
yes.
Thank you. Krell's probably like, oh fuck, I want to go back to
Alright.
my ogre cell.
Kara's
We're
gonna
losing distance between
shoot
them.
an arrow at this one, starting an initiative.
Everyone, roll initiative. Roll your
Yay.
initiative roll will be first, not the attack.
Oh shit.
I know I said I'm not tired, but I want to keep going because this is exciting. Okay, Justina's rolling first. and she's gonna get 21, and I'm putting her token.
21.
21.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
You stupid.
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's a meme.
Yeah.
I thought Noah just used to say that. This is Pantalk.
You know, you can't always tell with kids these days. You have no idea if what they're saying is a meme or not.
Everything's a meme.
Yeah, it's probably a meme. Always.
True.
Okay,
It's either a
Pantalk-
meme or an inside joke or a combination of the two.
Pantalk
No in
is
between.
22.
Yeah, actually, when you guys start saying stuff like that, I usually just assume it's an inside joke.
All right. Looks like everyone is on the tracker. Are all of your numbers correct? Everyone put themselves on there?
Yes.
Sweet.
I got a natural one.
All right. Pantalk, you start to see Kara's form shift into view as his short bow is raised and firing on the ghoul. What do you do?
Jacina and Pantalk are going to charge into the room as soon as they see him appear. So Pantalk is first. So he's going to run so that he can see the first ghoul. Can he see him from here?
Which one are you trying to see? You can see this one from there.
Okay, and let's see. Probably, no, I mean, he could do, I don't know if sleep's gonna do anything. What's the average of sleep?
I would suggest you read the sleep spell before deciding to cast it.
Oh. It's gonna say it doesn't
Probably doesn't work on
undead.
undead.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work at all. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop this, the same one that he attacked, with, magic missile, like right away.
All right. Your magic missiles blast from your fingers as it looks at you in astonishment as
Oh,
before they hit it.
In fact, I'm actually gonna upcast it.
Okay.
So that's gonna be, I think. Let me. Yeah, it'll be 1 extra dart. So that's gonna be 4 darts. So it's 1d. It's gonna be 4d4 plus 1 each. Okay, 3. That's not bad. So that's gonna be 16 damage. Unblockable.
All right. To the top right one.
Yes.
All right. 1 second.
That one.
Okay. 1 second.
Did Kara do his attack roll?
Nope. The calling for the attack roll started initiative, so now we're going through your
Oh.
initiative
Got it.
and the surprise round.
Sweet.
Sorry, I'm assigning hit points.
Why are you rolling 15 dice at a time?
I already rolled the hit points. I'm just assigning which one gets which, so it's random
Okay.
because I didn't
Oh,
necessarily
okay.
do them in order. Okay, and how much damage you did to this one?
16.
16. That one, as you blast it, its body parts fly across the room as it falls down, crumbling dead to the ground with whatever
yeah.
shape is left on it.
Oh, good. Pantalk is wondering if he could tell if he's ever read anything about that monster now that he can see it.
Make an intelligence check.
Oh, Pantalk is trained in religion.
Oh, nice.
Do I get a religion check or is it still straight intelligence?
Oh, sorry, no, it's a religion check. I misspoke.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, both of my characters are trained in religion. Imagine that. 17.
Yeah, imagine
Right.
that.
Yeah, with a 17, you know these are ghouls. They are flesh-hungry monstrosity, undead creatures which don't care about anything other than eating bodies, living or dead. These ones seem to have fresh blood around their mouths.
Pantalk says, "Hey guys, these are ghouls, not pushovers, but If there's only 4 of them, it should be no problem for us, but hit them hard and fast. And Justina says, with pleasure, and she unleashes a guiding bolt at this one.
All right, go for it.
Okay, that's gonna be, oops, wrong sheet, 1 second. 8 plus 6, so 14 to hit.
That does hit.
Fantastic. My other free guiding bolt is now down. Okay, and that's gonna be 4d6 radiant damage.
All right.
Clone. Oops. Clone. Clone. Alright. Go 46. Alright. 16
Nice.
damage.
All right, that one takes 16 damage, and your guiding bolt blasts on it as it glows with radiant light, and it's what remains of its flesh and bones are burning to cinders.
Is it alive or dead?
It is alive, but the next attack will have advantage from guiding bolt.
Okay, those are my guys.
All right. Next is Krell. He is in the back, and he hears commotion, and he runs up, and he sees that there's ghouls, and he comes back and hides in the corner. He's like, "I'll watch the rear," and he hides here. And
Oh,
next
he's a
will be
butt
Elmo. Huh?
He's a butt goblin. He's gonna watch the rear.
He hide in the rear, and Elmo says, just the fight I've been waiting for." 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He charges up and steps over Kara with his war axe raised and swings it at the first ghoul that he sees. And he's going to hit the monster.
Advantage.
Not this one. Didn't you guiding bolt the top left one?
Sure.
That's the one I marked. I thought that was the one I saw you pointing at.
No,
That's
that's fine. Sounds like it works out better for me, so.
And his damage. Sorry, I gotta juggle sheets here. Alright, and he deals 9 damage to that monster with his swing of his axe. And he braces himself with his shield for a counterattack. And next would be the ghouls' turns, but they are caught flat-footed and surprised at the sudden assault. So next we're going to go to Kara and Toddy.
Okay.
So this is basically your initiating attack,
Yes.
except your party members saw that you were getting ready to attack, and so they charged in at the same time as you were attacking. So you can now choose whether you would like to. I mean, you might have predetermined who you wanted to attack first, but now based off the other attacks hitting, this one has guiding bolt on it, which would be advantage, which means you can sneak attack it. Actually, no. I'm sorry. You are invisible. All of your attacks will have sneak attacks. So you probably would want to. You probably want to go for this one, because the next person to hit this one has advantage. And this one's in range of Elmo, so you're gonna get sneak attack anyway. But it's up to you which one. You could probably just try and knock one of them down.
I do
Yeah.
have one dumb
this
question,
one-
and maybe I missed it. But how did we know Kara was about to initiate the attack if they were invisible?
She was starting
Kara
to
became
fade
invisible.
out.
You saw her make her. You saw him make his attack, and that's the point where your initiative beat his. So it's kind of at the same time because it's a game and it has to have rules that delineate terms.
Okay. I was thinking that they. Okay, I was thinking they were still invisible and drew the bow, and then it's like, haha, we all jumped in. I was confused.
Yeah, kind of
Okay.
like that. I'm just describing what it seems like to your characters from the standpoint of the rules
Gotcha.
of the game that we have to adjudicate in order to have a coherent game.
I was curious. I wasn't like making a judgment. I was
Yeah.
just wondering.
I'm just describing it. That's fine. I'm not implying anything. That's just exactly what it is. There's no combat outside of initiative. So if someone tries to attack someone inside of initiative, technically, yeah, all of you guys would not be part of the surprise round because you're not expecting Kara to attack, except you told him to go up and attack. So that's why that all happens at once. But if you
it makes
weren't,
sense.
yeah, if you didn't know he was going to suddenly attack, he would be the only one to act in this round, and then everyone would go.
Yeah, because we'd be surprised too.
Yeah, but he kind of told you guys, he was like, okay, I'm going up to attack, get ready. He goes up, shoots, and then we roll initiative, then everyone goes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, it makes sense. I was just confused for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, Kara is going to shoot at Undead Monster C. This one.
All right.
There we go.
You do have advantage, and you'll have sneak attack if you hit. Don't forget to roll both.
Fuck
sneak
yeah! Whee! Don't fall off the edge. Oh, 12 or...
That'll hit, but roll for your advantage.
Please,
For
please
crit.
be 20. Oh, okay.
All right, so roll your total hit dice, including your your 2 sneak attack dice.
By the way, that's 17, not just 12.
Yeah, I was mentally adding whatever your modifiers probably are.
Epic. Alright, let's get all those dice up. Stealing a bunch of dice. I believe I need one more.
I think it's a total of 3. Short bow, and then your sneak attack is 2d6.
Oh, yes. Yep, you're right. Had to reread it. Okay, let's drag this over here and do the
Riri.
funny big... What?
You said Riri.
Riri. Riri.
That's the French nickname for Richard.
Um... 14 damage.
All right, you blast it with a bow from invisibility, and it looks up and sees your form appearing right as you shoot an arrow through its gullet, and it sticks inside of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, Toddy, you go, and then we go back to the top.
Giggity.
Okay.
You hear the sounds of battle from the room ahead of you.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does that work?
Yep.
All right, and then, even though I know that they're undead, so there's a good chance it's not going to work, I am going to Toll the Dead on that one.
Alrighty, and what do I roll for that?
15 Wisdom save.
Alright, let me find my dice. Where's my d20? I guess I used this purple one.
Ruh-roh.
15
happened?
wisdom. I don't know, I have a d20 somewhere. 12 plus their modifier is going to fail. What happens?
Since it's damaged, 1d12.
Alright.
Necrotic. So
Woo!
probably nothing. 8.
8 necrotic damage to, which one was it? C? D.
D, that one.
One moment. It
In
does seem...
retrospect, I could have done the other one.
Its flesh does seem to start kind of flaking off a little bit more, as if it was decaying at an accelerated rate. Whereas normally, undead's flesh is kind of a frozen state of animation. It doesn't really rot any further. It starts to kind of continue rotting.
My dude is rotting.
But it is still standing. 3 remain.
Yeah.
And we are
In
back to the
retrospect,
top.
I should have done the other one. That's my bad. But okay. All right. Well, I'm done.
Yeah, they were. It was worth a shot. If you did a lot of damage, you would have killed it probably. And plus, you've still got several more turns before they go. So Pantok and Jessina.
Okay, so Pantok.
Yeah, I was.
He's gonna launch a firebolt at. Ooh, has anyone attacked this one?
Nope.
Okay, so I get advantage on the attack. So that's roll a 10, and then a 2. All right, well, I needed the 10, and that's gonna be plus 5. How does Justina have a plus? Oh, that's right. Pantok has 3 intelligence. So that's gonna be 15 to hit.
All right, that does hit.
All right, so that's gonna be 1d10 damage. Grab my 10. Hopefully it's enough to kill it. And clink. 3 damage. 3 fire damage.
It does blast it with some fire damage, and the guiding bolt disappears, but you can see its flesh is singed and cracked and powder, but it is still standing,
Someone's gonna
unfortunately.
Get a ghoul bite.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. 14, 19, 17. Okay, Oh, Justina's an elf, so she's actually immune to the ghoul strikes of the ghoul thing. That
Most of your elves.
Yeah, so she's actually gonna
Poor Elmo.
she's gonna run up here and she's gonna whip out her scimitar and she's gonna look at Elmo and say some clever action movie phrase and then slash at the ghoul.
All right.
And that is shit.
You should have said
so small.
ghoul bye.
16 to hit.
That does hit.
Ghoul bye, yeah. Oh, wait, I was looking at the
I
wrong
like that.
sheet, but it's still 16. Wait.
I had a customer at my old bank that was their last name was Goolsby, and I thought of ghouls every single time.
Jesus Christ, how do you have a last? Okay, that's a very sus last name. Are you sure that they weren't like
Was
a
it a
vampire?
ghoul? It might have been a ghoul.
It's possible.
Hello, I am Sir Goolsby the 67th. Aww.
9 slashing damage to this guy.
All right. 9. Let's see. That one does die as you slash it, and its body, the 2 halves of its body that remain, fall to the ground lifelessly.
Yeah, Justina actually uses her weapons a lot because her scimitar is 1d6 plus 3, so it's guaranteed 4 minimum damage, which is better than her cantrips. And her longbow is 1d8 plus 3, so she's actually using her weapons in a lot of cases. That's why I say she's basically like a paladin. A paladin?
It's nice because it goes off your modifier. It increases the damage. Cantrips don't increase your damage by that, but they're magical and they have different types, so they're usually in a lot of situations better. But yeah, if you can get up there and go hacky hack, and you have the stats for it, then yeah.
Plus, she doesn't even have a good. All she has is Frostbite and Thorn Whip, which are both only D6 as well. But their effects are good. But if I don't need their effects, then it's always better for me to use a weapon.
Yeah, exactly.
In a world with magic. Man, what's the point?
Anything else, or then are we doing Elmo?
Pantok and Justina are done.
All right. Krell is going to look menacingly down the hallway and say, "Nothing down this way." And Elmo is gonna hop over the corpse of this ghoul and swing at the C one.
Yes!
Oh, natural 20. Okay. Well, that thing dies. And he steps over it to confront the last one, and it is now that creature's turn, and it is going to attempt to swipe at him with its claws.
Yeah.
And its claws scrape on his chainmail armor, leaving a disgusting residue, but doing nothing to him. And he just smirks, and it is now Kara and Tadi's turn.
Oh shit.
Hi.
Okay.
Never mind.
I am going to shoot at Undead Monster A once again. Actually, no, last time I got C, not A. Okay. There's my dice. I was looking for it. Oh shit. Nice. 24 to hit.
24 does hit. Roll some damage with your sneak attack since he's adjacent.
Fuck yeah. Where's the other dice? Okay.
Mary Gouldsmith and a
I
happy
love
new
doing
us.
Oh.
Happy Ghoul Year and a Wait, no, I fucked that up.
They
Ghouls miss and a happy. Fuck.
Well-
Year?
I had something.
Merry Christmas and a happy ghoul year.
Oh, a happy new fear. Oh, it was better in my head.
Ah,
Alright, 12 total.
The last creature falls as your bolt shatters in its cranium and splits its skull in half. And all four monsters are dead as Elmo tries to rub off the grime that was left on his chainmail, and he says, "Well, those are out of the way." And he starts kind
I
of scraping
guess.
them over to a corner.
I cast Prestidigitation on his armor
Oops.
to clean it, and then everybody zoom in over my character. Toddy does her
Okay.
traditional victory pose. She's like, "Fuck yeah!"
Nice.
Oh my
waiting for
god,
that
that's
one.
so cute.
Yeah, I didn't realize I had to adjust the sizes for each individual one, but that'll be fixed next time.
Yeah, it'll go fine. Yep, the ghouls are defeated. The combat is over, and you may continue your exploration if you would like to. And I'd say I don't know how much time you guys have left, but I think you can continue exploring a little bit just to see what you find, where you go, and we can stop it if it starts to get too slowed down.
Let's explore this room. Justina's
Shit.
gonna walk over to the coffin and inspect this one.
All right. So the coffin, this one has a coffin, and there are some wrappings and a few splintered bones, but nothing else of note in this little.
Okay,
Opening.
Pantalk checks this one.
This one has similar of various mixtures, except in this one the bones have been gnawed a little bit. That would have been a very good indication that something was wrong here. But
Stoner
now
runs
you kind
in and says, "Hey guys, what I miss?" I keep forgetting.
yeah.
Yeah, so we would have had an idea there was something bad in here if we hadn't checked this out first. But we had invis. So.
Yeah, without invisibility, that would have been good, but you had the invisibility. Would you like to go and proceed to search the room and check all of the alcoves?
Ooh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Can I take one to look, or
There's a bunch of them. We're not going to go through every single one individually, especially since the ghouls are dead. So
Dead ass ghouls, bro.
none of them have anything of note in them. But you can all make perception checks to see if you find anything that's not immediately obvious.
Justina 18. Pantalk 13.
Toddy 23.
And Kara?
Holy shit!
Sorry.
Notice somehow the sizes on the different states got screwed up on mine, but I'll fix it and figure it out.
It seems like they're tied to the specific states,
Ooh,
not to the
uh,
token as a whole. You can re-roll it if you want.
Yeah,
yeah, I'll take that reroll. Don't go off the edge. It couldn't even if it. 15.
All right. Jacina, you notice at the back of this crypt. Let me see if I can erase without screwing up too much.
Ooh.
You notice the back of this crypt as checking to see if there's any specific description. The back wall of this crypt is broken out, which looks like it leads to a foul, damp corridor traveling south, and it looks like it goes about 30 feet, but that's as far as you can see without climbing in deeper. And Toddy, with your high result, you find.
Wish my result was high right now.
Rip.
20 days.
In this crypt up here, oops, that doesn't reveal anything, but this will. In fact, you're about to get a nice revelation if I can find where to erase.
I'm guessing that Jacina found a back entrance to this thing down here, so we might be able to
Okay, good.
sneak up on something.
Toddy,
Alright.
you find in this upper crypt, in the northern section, similarly, the side of this crypt is kind of cracked and busted open, and it's actually a secret door, but it's partially open. So you can see that there is what looks like a secret door, but someone accidentally left it open, and it leads into a cramped 5 foot high and wide passage that leads northward.
Ooh, I found something.
That
So-
was my nickname in high school. High and wide. Panduck says, "Oh, what'd
You
you
were
guys
homeschooled.
find?" my mom was cruel. Justina says, "Hey guys, I found a collapsed passageway that we could scurry through, and from the orientation, it seems like it might be a back entrance to that other hallway we found."
That's useful. And I found some
Ooh,
sort of a
shit.
corridor up here. This place is flush full of secret passages. Fuck.
Oh,
Holy shit.
let's let Toddy check out theirs first, because that seems a secret passage seems more interesting than a crumbled wall. So we'll back you up. Just
Yeah.
shout if you need help.
All right. Yes, I want to look for traps.
Smart.
Right. You carefully look for traps are you going down the hallway, or are you just checking for traps at the entrance?
I'm checking for traps at the entrance before I go in the hallway.
Okay, you did get a 24 perception, and you saw no traps.
All right. Now I want to enter the hallway and see what I see first.
All right, the hallway looks like it continues. One sec. If I can find where that frickin' thing is. Everyone hit B.
B? B.
Oh,
Blindfold.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I didn't line these things
I didn't
right.
know
Oh,
about
right.
that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I wish I could control it, but okay, this is close
that-
enough. You can unblindfold.
oh man.
Can you actually see
I'm gonna
if
use that
people
all
are
the time.
blindfolded or not?
No, it tells you when they blindfold and when they unblindfold, but it doesn't say the current. So I don't know
I
how I
knew it.
misaligned these. I don't know how I misaligned these so bad. But this pathway leads up towards the. You don't necessarily know where it leads, but you can guess just based on your geolocation that it leads towards the other rooms.
Shit. So
But I searched this room
guess-
thoroughly
I
for
guess our roll
passages.
go back and watch the episode and see what our results were.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll have to go
Shit.
back and check because I thought I got a high roll, but evidently not that high.
So
You did get some high rolls, but the check to find this was significantly high unless you searched in very specific places, which none of you did.
Gotcha.
It's like a DC 23 or something, or if you
Yeah, no, I didn't roll that
check
high.
specific things.
I got something like 17 or a 19.
Yeah, you got really high, and I was like, oh, rip. But yeah, the air coming in was not in this corner. That was not an indication
Yeah.
there was a secret passage. That's literally was just all over the place.
Oh, I see. Okay, guys. It looks like this is an exit that goes back towards the first floor, where we can, maybe towards the torture room or where the skeletons were, or maybe even the cell. We could put Krell back in there. I'm kidding, Krell. But it looks
Oh.
like there's another way out of here.
Well, it looks like we don't have to dick around with that thing at all. We can that's giggity. We don't have to mess around with that gate, because not only do we have a
Yeah.
back exit, but we have this as well. So awesome! You want to
Crazy.
sneak on through there and just give it a quick open, so that we have a way in and out.
Yeah, I'm going to need to find out, because I would hate to come back in here and not be able to find whatever it is that opens it. So I'm going to thoroughly search for traps and things as I go down this hall, and just checking everything. But then I want to check this out and figure out how it works.
Yep, it does look like there's a little lever on the wall that opens this door from the inside. It's very, very clear on the inside.
Should I open it up, guys? There's a lever over here. Open it up and see how it works from the other side. This might be like a one-way only thing.
Yeah, unless spiders drop down on your head, I'd say go ahead and pull it.
Okay, if you guys don't hear back from me in the next minute, that means that it's like a one-way thing and somebody needs to come open it for me. I pull the lever, and what happens?
So the lever, you pull the lever, and sorry, I'm reading on this now. There is actually an iron ladder that leads up to the ceiling, about 30 feet. I'm not gonna. I wouldn't screw you, so I'm just describing this anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm like, haha, surprise! There was actually a ladder that was trapped.
There's a big pit of snakes that drops down on your head.
No.
Toddy has disconnected from Discord.
Yeah, Toddy has died. There is a door at the top, which slides open, and the ladder leads up there. I was gonna say like, oh, the ladder comes out from the wall. No, the ladder is already on the wall. It leads upward, and out into this room.
Oh yeah, because we've been like descending. Okay.
I guess.
This thing
Yeah,
up
I guess
on
you
the
did.
other
I guess
side
you
if it
technically did
possibly
descend
be
over
on
here.
Oh yeah,
the
the
side.
stairs. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so this was actually the easier door to find, but then you get blocked in, and then you find this way is another way to get back to where you were, because this leads to a whole different part, and you'd have to go back in the front again. So there could be more secrets, but it seems like we've pretty much got all the necessary secrets to be able to move freely around this place. So that's pretty cool. Okay.
So have I figured out how this works to get back in from this way, so we can come in this way
Looks
if
have
we
you-
need to?
Have you climbed the ladder and gone up into the room yet?
Yeah, that's
I
what I
didn't
was
hear you
saying.
say
I
that.
wanted to climb the ladder and then exit through here so I could see how
Okay.
it works. I told them if I'm not back in a minute to come back and let me out, because that
Yeah.
means it was one way.
You're welcome to do that if you want. You're currently standing in the hallway,
Yeah.
so
Yes, I want to climb the ladder and see what happens.
okay. Yep, you see that there is a. Let me see where it says it was. That's to right inside. So the entrance of this is actually inside of this pillar.
Ah.
So you kind of go like over here and then climb up the ladder into this pillar. Again, these maps were not that well designed by whoever drew them. I don't
Okay.
think they actually read the book at all. And
At all.
like at all.
At all.
And you see there is actually a very difficult to discern trail of blood on the ground leading to this pillar. And then as you follow the trail of blood, it ends at this pillar. And if you'd like to search for the mechanism that opens it from the side, you can make a perception check with advantage.
Yes, I would very much like to search for that mechanism.
Go for it with advantage because you have an idea of roughly where it is.
Perception?
Yeah.
Okay, 9 and An 8.
Oh.
You feel like there is probably some sort of way to get back and forth from here, but you search all around and you can't find it. You know it's got to be here somewhere if it exists, but yeah, you're not finding anything.
Is it still open so that I can go back, or did it close behind me?
No, it's not automatically closing or anything.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to go back in and shut it from this side.
Okay, no, leave it open so we can go back and forth.
If I leave it open and some other like thug or something walks through and sees it open, they're gonna be like, "What's this?" and come in from behind on us.
Okay, I mean, we can always, if we end up going back around, we know basically where it is. We can just all search.
We can also. I'm gonna come back to the group, let y'all know that I couldn't figure out the mechanism. Then, if we leave this way, y'all could look for it too, or when we come back, we can look for it.
Okay, well, I feel even better about missing the first secret over here because I was basically going to come into this room and just check every single damn thing because I really had a strong feeling there was a secret in here because it looked very suspicious.
Yeah.
There was all this interesting stuff and nothing in it, so not surprised.
And if you remember, we all did like check different individual things in there, but I guess we just didn't find anything.
No one checked the floor, which is where the bloodstains were very well concealed, or the pillar, so you just got general perception checks.
Rip.
I don't remember what exactly your rolls were, but they weren't good enough to compensate for
No.
checking specific things.
Oh,
There's some things
No,
there's
we
some
didn't
things
roll
that say you only get to make a check to find the thing if you search a specific thing. So if someone searches this wall, you get a perception check to find that. So just going in the room and saying, I make a perception check, will find anything that's generally accessible, but there's some things that are like, you have to be searching a specific area specifically. Kind of like when you guys found the gem over here, you can't just like say, I searched this whole area. You had to search this cell specifically. You didn't have to say, I searched this wall and this brick I searched brick 7-3, but you had to be searching this cell specifically. So things like that, where some of them are general. But
I know that we checked like the torture table and the skeleton hanging in the cage and stuff, but honestly, yeah, I don't think we checked the pillars.
no,
to
I'm
be
sure that
fair-
we didn't.
to be fair, secret doors are meant to be secret. They're not meant for you to be able to just like look around and easily pick them out. So if you're not specifically looking for where they might be hidden, you're probably not going to just happen upon them as they're meant to be hidden, unless they're poorly hidden. But these ones don't seem to be poorly hidden.
Well,
we're missing more secret doors in the future.
Well, we've been checking a lot of walls, and we just didn't think to check pillars. So now when we are checking for secrets, like when we were in this room, we checked all the walls and we didn't find anything. We didn't think to check the pillars. But the room was suspicious. We just didn't think to check those.
Oh, yeah.
And now we know that we should probably think about that.
And don't feel like you're being like punished for not checking every single individual thing, because it's a trade-off. Every time you're going to sit there and inspect something, it's going to take 10 minutes. I'm going to roll another random monster check. So if you guys say, okay, well, we're going to explore every single pillar, ha ha ha. Okay, you're going to spend an hour and I'm going to roll 5-6 monster checks. It's a trade-off. You do have to decide what
and stuff like that.
Yeah, and if it's something like like you guys said, you searched this room, I'm not gonna say, oh, no one said they searched this crypt specifically, so you don't find the secret. You searched the room. I had you guys make perception checks.
Well, we said we were searching each of the crypts one by one, and that's where the secrets were, is the crypts. So
yeah, exactly. Sense. If you just said I searched the room and no one said they go into the crypts, you might not have found those. You would have probably found this one, but maybe not this one. You know, depends on how specific you are. So the specifics of your actions do matter, but only to an extent.
Yeah, no, that's insane. Because we really did try to search that room, but holy shit.
You did, and every time you guys you're like, should we go back? I'm sure there's something in there. I'm just like sitting here smiling, staying quiet, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, you guys did search the room. Go ahead, go search it again if you want to. You didn't find anything the last time. I'm not gonna give it up. We haven't even gotten to the Temple of Elemental Evil. That's a whole second book, and that thing, I haven't even broken the surface on some of the shit in there, and some of it's so ridiculous. I'm like, how the fuck are they ever gonna figure that out? I guess they're not.
Well, this,
So-
this is our
not.
training dungeon.
Yeah. So this is not. Don't think of it as me. Oh my God, he's being so specific. No, this is me.
No. I
Me
get it.
trying to figure out how generous to be and how much they want. Like you literally couldn't continue exploring the dungeon unless you found one of these 2 secret doors. And I'm like, how the fuck are they supposed to know where the secret doors are? You're just supposed to know, because that's how Gygax games work. You're just supposed to know that you go over and search the rooms or whatever. So
This one was easier to
No,
find. We just should have made sure to check the secret entrance when we found out
Fucking
it just went
sconces
down.
on the wall.
yeah.
Yeah, but we could have checked it without. I mean, a good roll. If we said we search everything in this room looking for a secret door, we probably would have found it. In here, there's kind of a lot of things to check, so we can't just say we touch
Yeah.
every surface on. But if we said we touch every surface on the floor, wall, and pillars, and then we got a good check, then we'd find it. But we just weren't
Yep.
mentioning pillars because we weren't thinking
I-
about them.
No, of course not. And we did. We really thought there was something in that room. We
Yeah.
thought we searched it well. We
I feel-
obviously, yeah.
Well, I knew that there was something we were missing, but we had kind of done a lot, and we needed to go back and heal anyway. And that's the room
Yeah.
I was going to check for secrets, but then I just happened to say I checked this room first because it was closer, and I realized that none of us had checked it, and I was feeling like a dum-dum.
I'm feeling like kind of the way it's supposed to be is as you see a room, Gygax expects everyone in the party to want to be a dungeon explorer and go explore things.
Yeah.
And so you're supposed to be like, I want to go check this torture chamber. And Kara's like, I want to check the floor for if there's any footprints. And Toddy's supposed to be like, ooh, I want to check out these pillars and see if there's anything concealed in them. Instead, we have one person go into the room alone and say, I make a perception check to see if I see anything. And they roll and they fail. And I'm like, okay. And you guys, okay, there's nothing in here. So I think that's nothing wrong with what you guys are doing. We're just kind of learning as we go. I think that's what
learning.
Gygax expects people to do is everyone's going to want to do something different. So he gives them things for people to do. Everyone can look at something different. Everyone declares what they want to do, and then the DM resolves it. So the more initiative you guys take to explore things and act all at the same time instead of just waiting for someone else to speak first, the more you discover.
Yeah, I feel pretty good
Yeah,
about
we-
it because I think that we're really just learning a lot, and this is a great
Yeah.
learning dungeon. This is so much better as a teaching dungeon than any other dungeon that we've ever done, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yes. Oh my goodness, by far. But yeah, we need to start like when we find rooms, unless it's literally, like these individual cells where one person can go and check. When we find larger rooms, instead of having one person search that room, we need to all be taking tasks in there and
Yeah.
searching together.
Because it takes 10 minutes.
What
10
it
minutes
sounds
of searching. If you just let one person search for 10 minutes while everyone else twiddles their thumbs, okay, you spent 10 minutes searching. You didn't find anything.
Or thumbs
but
or
if
twiddle.
everyone searches, what?
Or thumbs or twiddle.
Oh my god.
Like Jeffrey
That was
Tubin.
that was a very clever pun.
Jeffrey Tubin callback.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so I say that let's wrap it up here because it's getting late and I need to be getting to bed. And also, I'm not going to sleep right away. I have to do my bedtime routine.
Yeah.
So, and then we've got a really cool place to inspect next time, and there's 2 ways to get there, and that's pretty much it. And can we before we leave, can we do XP for the ghouls? And
Yes.
Maybe we don't do the hobgoblins until we go back and get Zach's paladin, because that looks pretty
Bugbears.
hardcore. And I'm thinking that we explore this last corner, hopefully not die, and then we haul ass back to town and rest up and meet your paladin. And I hope he's got a really never mind, it's Zoe. I was gonna say I hope that's a really awesome name, but then I'm like, oh, it's a she and it's Zoe.
Oh, fuck you then. I'm gonna have to come up with the most dwarven fucking paladin that ever was.
How about Jeffrey Tubin, and he's always doing stuff and he thinks people aren't watching. I'm Tubin the dwarf. I'm Jeffrey.
That's gonna be my EverQuest character, Tubin the dwarf, the cleric.
I'm gonna Jeff free my Tubin. I'm gonna free my Tubin your pants or something.
That
Okay.
EverQuest name. So yeah, there's just to recap. You have this area to explore. You have this area to explore. and you haven't defeated the bugbears, and you have this area which you have some good idea that is probably a dangerous boss room. So you do have 2 more areas to explore that are previously unexplored before leaving. You plan on leaving, going back to town, collecting the level 1 paladin, and then returning and trying to make the 2 bosses.
And Kara's character?
Yeah, if they make it. You want to roll stats before we end, Kara, after they leave?
Ooh, I want to see this.
Me?
Yeah, you're making a character?
Not
God, I
yet.
fucking hate your nick.
Oh,
Now
okay.
I can't name her Zoe.
Well, you guys are going back to town. Zach's making a character that's going to be ready by next time, I guess, or next second time.
But we probably
That
we
was my goal. I'm trying.
But we've probably, like, I don't think you'd have to have the character done by next week necessarily. If you do
2
it,
weeks.
we're not encourage you to do that. It would be more like 2 weeks. So if you rolled stats now, and if you get shitty stats, then you can say fuck it. But if you get badass stats, then you could make something. But
Yeah,
we're not
no.
gonna force you to. But instead of another NPC, it'd be cool to have more. I'd rather add more PCs
Yeah.
than more NPCs.
That
It's
makes
characters
sense.
I'm more invested in.
Yeah.
I'd rather see you live than Elmo, just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no pressure to do it, but you guys are going back to town anyway, and that's you can't get them unless you're back at town. So I would hate for like Zach to get his 2 sessions from now. You guys go back, and then you can't get yours for another 3 weeks, 4 weeks because now you're not going back to town. So also, it's going to be a fuck ton of XP, even just killing all these bugbears.
Let me
you guys
think
will.
about it.
Yeah, no problem. I was gonna let you roll stats if you wanted to, but we can also do that anytime. Doesn't have to be during the game. You can just message me and be like, "Hey, can we roll stats?"
Did you have
So-
did you have a class that you were thinking of? Did you have any ideas, or are you just at a blank slate?
I'm really at a blank slate. I kind of just threw the idea out there, and I've been thinking about it, but I don't know. You know?
I mean, well, and you don't have to, but we've got roles pretty filled, especially since we're adding another tank. So you could add
Yeah.
just about anything. And I know that you like playing bards.
You're correct. You are correct. You are so correct.
You're the healer,
Let
nerd.
me.
Bard would
Let me
add
do a
spell casting, including healing and fighting ability, so it wouldn't be too squishy. And plus, it would help complement the rogue on roguish things, and plus, it would just buff the whole party.
Fuck yeah. I will put more thought into it, but I do want to lead it into Rogue and Bard. Woo!
Sounds good. Then yeah, you don't have to roll stats now. Just let me know if you want to, and we can arrange it at some point before you guys go back to town. But the more time you guys have, the better.
If you're set on Bard, you should totally roll stats now. But
Not
Yeah.
not right now.
okay, fine.
Yeah, anytime you want.
I want to go to bed anyway. Okay,
Nick
well-
and Zach, we can only do it. We can only do it during the game, but for you, you can just really do it anytime.
Yep.
XP.
Yes, please.
XG?
All right,
XP.
everyone who participated in that combat, including Elmo and not including Krell, earn 160 experience points for the ghouls. And in addition,
160.
yes, 160 each. They are CR1. They're 200 XP each, so that's 800 divided by 5. So that was actually they're pretty good. In addition, it is now 5 p.m. in game. So please, Toddy and Pantok, recover 1 spell point and mark off that you no longer have mage armor or
Oof.
clarity.
Rip.
Oofty oof.
And with that, we can wrap up. And tomorrow. You guys want to play tomorrow? Tomorrow, next time we play, you guys can finish exploring this, this den area back here, and whatever this is down here. And then we'll plan on going back to town. Depending on how quickly you guys go, we might be able to go back to town next session. And unless you have anything specific, you guys don't have like a ton of treasure. No one needs to level up. So yeah, we might be able to get the characters next session. And I would give you, if you guys get back to town and then leave or whatever, I'll give you a little bit of leeway as long as you're not like getting into the meat of things. But we'll try to get it moving as fast as we can. We don't want to spend another 4 sessions in town.
But it'd be pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's all we'd be doing is we'd go back, rest for the night, pick up our friends, and then come back. And so we could like go through it fast game time.
Yeah.
But also those bugbears, like I'm not gonna meta at all, but I think 6 bugbears split among our 6 party members, and we might not even need Elmo, but we'd probably take him with just to be safe. You guys would
Yeah, I'd say we should.
you guys might level up from that one battle. We got 160 from 4 ghouls. Bugbears, I think, are stronger than ghouls, and 6 of them, possibly more. You guys would probably level up from one battle, so we could maybe go back
Yeah.
to town again, and then you guys each level up, and then we come back. Because why the hell not?
You're assuming that not so.
That what? I think you cut out.
Yeah, you did cut out.
Zoe lives. You're assuming I survived the bugbear fight.
You probably
Yeah, if someone dies during a fight, they don't get XP. You get more XP.
Paladins start with 10 HP plus Constitution. Barbarians start at. I mean, technically you didn't. You already have Charisma. I guess you're probably set on Paladin. Kara,
I'm pretty set.
you could pull in a Barbarian instead of a
Really?
Bard. You probably want a Bard though, to be honest.
I want a bard, not
Bards
a
are
barbarian.
fun.
Barbarians are less fun. I probably want to do a bard, more than likely.
Okay, I'm exiting the game and ending the stream. Thank you, everyone.
Me too.
Yep, thanks for coming,
Have
everyone.
fun, thank you.
GG, and assuming we're playing next week, but I'll update if we are or aren't.
Yep, I should be able to, so we'll talk to you in the chat. And good night, everybody.